Sorry, there seems to be like a big noise right when I started this. Sorry, there seems to be like a big noise right when I started this. Quite interesting though. They were singing. I don't really like that, but it's like that cheerleader song. You know, it's like I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there, and I need her. So there's something about that. Hello, Nathan. How are you doing? And then also on the music channel, it was have a little patience. I don't like that song either, but that feels relevant because it's like, cause I can't sing it too high, but you know, cause I need time. Somebody needs time and they need a little patience. This is making me laugh because there's a card in this deck called that. Oh, actually, somebody needs time and patience, but they feel like you're a cheerleader. That's the message coming through from someone. Interesting. There's another song. How are you doing, Nathan? I don't know if I asked that. Um, oh yeah, what was it? I'm going to shut that window. That's too loud. Can you hear that like really loud, Nathan? Because remember, my clairaudience is like insane, so I can hear things like ages away. To me, that sounds really loud. Oh, I've got a very mediumship mug there, the wee robins on it. So robins could be significant for you for loved ones in spirit. I'm just going to shuffle these because of those songs coming through. Um, yeah, I'm really tired because I didn't sleep last night. I just had a friendship ending fight with my twin again, and I can see the cycle happening, but no matter what I do, I can't seem to break it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nathan, but that's also very affirming and kind of mind blowing because look what I've got sitting here. The Angel of Friendship. I shit you not, and that was what I used on the thumbnail for the video I filmed last night, like the Mediumship Monday one that I filmed for today. And the Angel of White Light, which I just took it to mean that they went, "Hello, Lexi, how are you doing?" Well, I know how you're doing, but I'm glad you came to hang out. Yeah, the Angel of White Light. I just feel that they were saying people need healing in divine time, angel of divine timing around friendships, and some of those friendships could be healing around your twin flame, you know, the friendship with your twin flame or however existent or non-existent it is, because it's always existent in the energy realms. But if you watched, I don't know who's had time to watch the video because not everyone will watch everything that I do. Well, actually, apart the stats, they do, but apart that I don't know what. Again, guys, I'm just going to go back to what I said. I didn't sleep last night. Like I've had sleep now because I came back and I slept from about I think it would have roughly been like 10:30 to like 3 or something. But yeah, I didn't sleep at all. So I'm definitely tuning in to some of you out there that are just not sleeping at all or very broken sleep. So, but what was weird was when I got up at like 6 or 6:30 after basically lying in my bed awake, I didn't feel that bad. Like, you know, I got up and I had a shower and like which I'm not usually, again, this is what I'm saying about the weirdness of the twin flame journey. Like you know, some things you'll never know until you have a conversation with your person, but or your friend or your twin flame. But it's kind of like I'm not a shower in the morning person. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not even a shower person. I'm more of a bath at night. Bleeding love song. Keep bleeding, I keep bleeding love. Um, yeah, so that was kind of interesting. But I got up early and then and I even made myself something to eat in that. And then I went a walk and I was like, all right, okay, who's this nuclear? No sleep, and I'm like up early and so. But basically, I'm tired now, and the Love Island final starts at 9. But I'll probably be here till at least 10, and we know how this goes. I could be sitting here till 2 in the morning. I might get like some kind of energy from somewhere. But well, God. But right now, I don't know. Let's not even bother saying how long, right? I think maybe till 10 or earlier, but I could easily be sitting here longer, whatever. But yeah, there's themes. So I'm going to read all those cards and see what comes out. But I'm just going to shuffle these because of what I said that reminded me of these cards about that patience song come on. Have a little patience, 'cause I need it's too high. We can't do that. Know your limitations. Why am I shuffling these? Is there a message that wants to come out? So this is someone's masculines coming through to say that. And again, when I say someone, it's going to be a whole load that are at this bit. I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. Oh, that's juicy because the one I just finished, oh shit, I was going to upload that while I was on here. That's what was coming through big time, was somebody's in massive regret about something they've said in the past. And basically they can't get to sleep thinking about it. So it was quite specific. So Nathan, does that fit for you actually? Because I mean, I bet you there's loads of people that could fit for that. This could have been recent, it could have been ages ago. And I just want to be with you. I want to be with you. So, and I pretend I don't care because I care too much. So basically it's, somebody's really masked how they feel. And I'm so, oh my God, look at how when I was saying that and I cut the deck before I looked at it. I'm sorry for lying to you. And somebody's in massive regret about lying to you because really they think you're so beautiful. And they miss holding you. And I miss kissing you. Fucking hell, that's quite a lot all coming out at once. And I love you. Oh, holy fuck, man. You couldn't write this shit. Wow. Holy fuck. That doesn't come out a lot. So yeah, I mean, we need this for a thumbnail. I want to be with you and I love you. So this could actually be what some people are going to be coming to say. And if they can't actually say it, it's going to be, you're just going to get that vibe. Wait a minute. Could we slow down, Claire, so that I can get a nice thumbnail? I've really no idea if there's it's more like an awkward thumbnail. Okay. So we'll let that do its thing there. And then I'll just see what you're saying. So, feels like razor blades are in my throat. Oh no. I did pick up on a bit of scratchy, sore throat energy though when I was channeling the video before I came on here though. So I will endeavour to send you that healing as however long I'm here. So I come in and my body feels so calm now watching you. Oh, what already? Well, I'm glad that. I'm glad. That's why I make the effort to show up and it is interesting to me that it's a Monday now. Like, that's weird because on a Monday, I'm used to just, well, you'll know you've seen me on a Monday before. Like, I just, yeah, I'm used to like cutting about, no makeup and my glasses and my jammies and just kind of like doing my housework and just kind of cutting about. So it's kind of interesting that, and I mean, I do think some Mondays I will be like that on here. Like, I will just sit in my jammies. Like, I mean, I doubt I wouldn't stay in the jammies from it. That's a bit much if I actually was going to imagine I just like stayed a total tramp and then like that would be funny. It's going to happen, isn't it? Because I'm saying it. But I'd probably like, I could definitely see myself having a bath before I came on here, jammies and sitting cozy. I remember when I lost my mind. All the songs are coming on that I don't like, but does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? So again, somebody could feel like they're going crazy, crazy in love. I'm gonna stop now. I'm cringing. But there, by the way, there's just no heat. Wait a minute, I need to put the fan on. I need to adjust because before I needed to put the heater, and now I need to put the fan on because it's like 20, I think it's still 20 degrees or something. It might even be 22 degrees. And also I need to put by the way, because somebody just, I don't know what the word is, whether I want you to empathize with me or really empathize with my annoyance. The iPhone memories keeps flashing up photos of people that are not in my life anymore. And when you're like, get the fuck, man. And it's like sometimes I just delete because you can delete the memory, so the photo's still there. But I'm like, I think I should just fucking delete photos of folk that aren't in my life anymore. But there's still that part of you that's like, well, it was a part of my past. But it's just I swear it's like some kind of annoying thing that I'm like, why? I always think there's something in it when I'm being shown picture because it can be different people at different times, and I'm like, fuck off. Anyway, I just had to get that out. So that's going to mean something for one of yous out there. So, oh, I've just saw your email. I'll give that a wee like. Right, so I'm going to put this in the chat. So basically what I'm doing tonight is I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to read these collective cards and I'm holding space for anybody that wants. Again, we're calling it a mediumship message because it's Mediumship Monday and I'm holding space for the loved ones and spirit to come in. But I will do my own collective sort of inner union spread too. So if any of you feel like you want that and that'd be helpful, I'll do that for you. So there's, so I'll start off by reading these free cards that I pulled and then doing an inner union spread and then I'll hang around and if anybody wants that, they can get it. Because I really need to be more assertive about the services and stuff because I was just kind of focused on just giving everything away for free and they're just giving me they've given me a certain sort of talking to about that is I've got to bring I can still do that, but I've got to have it in balance. So but like I said, when I have a strong urge, if I feel there's something, a message coming through for someone in particular, then I will just go with that and I won't be like, oh right, go up the door, give me the like, you know what I mean? I'll do the reading. So but I'll put that there for anybody that might come on and but like I said, if you haven't caught the one that I done last night, it was really amazing. But like, it did make me you can hear I'm very what the fuck. It's a Robbie Williams video and he's got Union written on his back. It's Rock DJ. Wait a minute, I need to find that and take a. I'm like, have I seen things? Oh no, I've just rewinded it too far. I always do that. He's got Union written on his back. Union 12 to be specific. So someone's Union might not be till December. Wait a minute, I don't like when I'm or the 12th of June, which that's not far away. Doesn't need to mean that at all, of course. Wait a minute, I'll keep an eye out for it. But wow, that's kind of nuts. But yeah, it was what happened last night where it was like people kind of like local people that have passed in spirit. So I was really want to dig into that unless I really feel them at me. I'm not kind of going there because it was intense enough. It'll be even more intense. Right, so I'm going to take a picture of his top. That's crazy. I sound like that's crazy. Which I'm sure she copies me saying that. But that's but it is crazy. That's blown my mind. Right, so what do I need to do? Yes, and please like the video if you haven't already, because that helps us get into the algorithm and not grow at a snail's pace, although snail is at my heart chakra, the power animal, or what would we call it? Is it what? I never know what to say when I talk about it. It's not, is it an insect? I should know this. Power insect? Lexi, you should know that. Tell me the answer. Oh, Lexi, thank you. You're the first donation, so that's brilliant. So, well, have you ever seen me do my inner union? Do you want me to? Let's see. Do you want me to do the inner union spread that I do? I don't know if you've seen me do it, or do you want me to pick one from this new deck of cards? Oh, that's quite interesting. An angel for every day. I quite like that. Tells you what's coming up every day. Or this one is what is causing your current situations? And then these cards will assist you in the area of your life you need to focus on by calling on the relevant angels. And then the last card is of the utmost importance. The angel you're given on this card is most powerful angel to work with to achieve the desired resolution. Right, so, well, or my one. So again, and I won't be offended, whatever's just the one I do, right? Basically, it's like your past lives, your present, any kind of karmic lesson. That's the song I can't stand because I made it my alarm. But might be relevant because it starts off by saying save me. And yeah, karmic lessons, shadow work, what would help with inner union right now? What's possible soul retrievals do you need? What do you need to know about the future? And a new earth message. So that's my one. And it's focused on like you and your twin flames. So, but it's your own inner energy too. Or like I said, there's this one that I just read out, and there's Angels of Purpose. This one, what's this? This layout is used to facilitate a personal connection between you and your angels. The layout will be filled with encouraging messages to guide and assist you when you're feeling disconnected from your life purpose and your angels. Doesn't really tell us much. Or I can just, for about 20 minutes, just like not use a spread. And I say 20 minutes, we know that it could be a bit longer. What do you think? What one? What one? Oh my God, this is what I mean. I'm quite tired. What is causing your current situation? That one. Is that the one you're saying? Right, I know, I'll do that and then I'll just need to put these back. So right, the paid sessions take priority over the collective stuff. So I'll start with you because the collective stuff could take ages. Right, so I'm going to shuffle these cards in. Let's go with that. Yeah, so we do the current issues is food. I don't know if there's one about food in the. Oh, it's good. I'm like, what current issues is food? So let's see. So what does Lexi need to know right now? So it's in a wee circle. So what is causing your current situation? And then I'm going to use other decks to put on top of it. So what is causing Lexi's current situation? And I'll put some kind of timer on so I at least have some kind of idea how long I've been doing this. What is causing Lexi's current situation? Oh, that's funny. I was talking about power animals and power insects and everything. Angel of the animal realm. I wonder if you've got like power animals that are trying to get your attention or something. And you do often get like hawks flying over you or deers turning up your garden. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but you know what I mean? So we'll dive into this a bit, but there's like there's a unicorn on it, there's a wolf, which is one of your power animals too, isn't it? There's a dove, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's an eagle or some kind of bird. There's a whale, there's a dog, a cat, a wee rabbit, a dolphin, some other kind of fish. I don't know what they are. So that is what is causing your current situation. And I'm going to take that one too because they've just pulled me to Angel of Release. So basically, I feel they're saying it's like there's some kind of power animals that are wanting to work with you around releasing some kind of stress or burden. Again, that could even just be like where I was like, oh, come on here and I'll help with that. Yes, hawks and eagles today. I kept seeing tigers. Oh, amazing. And yeah, so because obviously, like, I was just going, so I just saw an email from Lexi right before I was coming on, and I was like, "Oh, come on, and and just come on and hang out, and it'll help you." And basically, um, yeah, that's what I didn't say to you. Is the tiger is my divine feminine energy. So, but obviously, whatever you wrote there about the tiger wasn't. There was something about well, it's important that you work out what it means to you. But tigers typically are associated with feminine energy, but they don't need to be because for a while I kept seeing. I mean, this was years ago now. This was well, not too many years ago, but it was before the pandemic. It was like probably 2019 or something. I kept seeing, or maybe it was 2020. I kept seeing tigers everywhere, and I was associating them with my divine masculine. Um, and but yeah, but I just realized it was just a part of me. You know, this is really deep, but so this is part of your message too. It was just a part of me that was wanting to be acknowledged. And so when I actually sort of integrated the energy, I realized it was like, oh no, this is actually, if I had to choose which was which, the masculine is the wolf and the feminine is the tiger. So again, I can explain that more deeper in a session of what I mean to different, you know, although I know that you know personally, just for other people that are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right, so right, let's do the rest of the cards. So the cards that assist you with it is in this area of life are the one, right, basically the angels are here to help. So what's another angel that's here to release you some kind of stress? Angel of nature, yes, so getting out in nature. Again, by the way, I'm going to add more information to this. I'm just getting all the cards out. And yeah, angel of knowledge, so getting some kind of knowledge about something that might be bothering you. And angel of divine timing, that's the one that I'm going to read for the collective as well. So, and then another one, angel of creativity. Oh, that's the one with quite a good looking guy in it that I pulled in, the one that I finished before I came on here. Look, I said, I'm like, fucking hell, why do I keep looking? This is, I said this in the video I just done, but I swear this is just happening. It must be to do with the Venus transits and whatever's going on in my chart, but it's like I keep recognizing like like guys in all these cards. Look, he's quite modern looking, isn't he? Like I really do think that that could actually look like somebody out there, like one of you's watching, or one of your persons. But yeah, creativity. So that's really interesting to me because I just channeled about that card in the video before I came on here. Oh, push the button has just come on. Push the button and let me know before I get the wrong. Right, remember I sang that song because that's going to have relevance for the collective. Right. So, and the last one out of these cards anyway, Angel of White Light. Wow, so you've got two of the cards that I pulled for the collective energy. Right, so Angel Clairsentient. So basically what I'm getting from looking at all these cards before I add the other ones to it is that there's something that they're trying to help you release, some kind of stress or burden or something that's worrying you. I feel like the 30th, I know this is a while off, but I feel like the 31st of July could be a significant date. Again, this could just be like something, you know, interesting happens during that day, or it could be some kind of anniversary, something like that. That's quite interesting. That's actually the anniversary of I'm sure that's the anniversary of my nana passing, but it's so ancestors could be helping you with something here as well. But yeah, I really do feel the main issue here is that these power animals are coming into your life asking for you to call on them to help you release any stress and burdens and worrying. And they're encouraging you, you know, you're really being encouraged to get out in nature more. And I feel it's to open yourself up to these creative ideas coming in. Because look, I'll show you the card. I don't know how clearly they show up on here, but look, that's the one that says Angel of the Animal Realm, right? So that's the one with all the, let me see. I found an eagle ring today, funnily. Oh my God, wow. So, right, this is the kind of shit that I geek out on, right? So Lexi knows this, but just for the purpose of everyone else, yeah, you can't see the words, but that's good. You can see the picture. That's just confirming what I'm saying, right? Because I didn't know that. And basically, but when you're finding totems of like basically it's definitely if it's the same animal, or like I say, you know, I'm not kidding when I say a snail is at my heart chakra. And it's because I am so patient with people, like that take a while to, you know, that go slower with certain things, because that's me too. Do you know what I mean? Like it's we all get there when we're meant to, and it's also like, you know, it's respected in the tarot, you know, the pentacles, that they take a long time, but they're loyal, and when they get there, it's a job well done kind of thing, rather than kind of rushing in and spontaneous kind of thing. As fun as that can be, you know, you want something quite long lasting if it's something to do with work or definitely relationships or blah 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 blah. But the fact that when you start finding things like that, like the fact you found an what did you say, an eagle ring, like the eagle medicine's really trying to work with you, and the eagle medicine is about rising above the drama. And so what I'm just being drawn to is because you're usually in the masculine polarity, that makes 100% sense. So this is going to make, as always, so much sense to all the other masculine energies too, regardless of your gender. It's about you're being guided to rise above the drama. And because, I very much hope this isn't the case for you, Lexi, but because there does seem to be so much gossip around twin flames in general right now, whether it's just you on your own or you and your twin flame, whatever's going on, I feel it's this message about rising above any kind of drama that might be around you. And I can kind of tune in with you where that drama, I can feel into where that might be for you. And I feel that might be what you've been keeping on top of that. Like rising above this kind of drama, like that might be what you're being guided to release is, just keep at that. Like just basically don't let people that are trying to cause trouble pull you down. I feel you get what I'm going to be saying by that. And yeah, paying attention to what's coming at you in nature. Right, so that's the other one. Angel of Relief. So this has got believe, life, dream, love, stress. So like it's an angel releasing all these balloons. So again, yeah, I really do feel there is some kind of birthday coming up. I'm wondering, I mean, obviously that's going to be a while off, but like it might be, to do with Moxon's birthday or something, because I can just feel like with me mentioning, actually, when is Moxon's birthday? Because I'm being guided to like the 31st of July, and then that would start going into Leo season. So there's something significant about the summer there, and some kind of birthday. So I mean, it doesn't need to be his birthday, but it's just sort of what popped into my mind. Or but you might know there might be some kind of birthday celebration around that time. And then there's the angel of nature. So just to show you, but I really do feel you're getting guided to go out into nature to connect, to de-stress. And there's the angel of knowledge. I will read some of these from the book too, because I feel they'll have quite significant messages. Angel of knowledge. So again, I'm just feeling like they're guiding you out into nature, and they're also guiding you to like just pay attention to any kind of books or anything that you might really be August the 10th, anything that you might be feeling really led to research right now, because I feel they're trying to inspire you with things, because we've got this angel of creativity on the other side here. And it's like, he's picking up a paintbrush, and I mean, you are very creative in lots of different ways. And it's like, I really do feel it's like, that you've got some kind of angels and guides are like nudging you to like pick something back up that you might have like put down. And it's like going to be divine timing. So like, to trust that you'll know what that is when it comes about. But I really do feel, that's why I feel they want you really tune in to the power animals and the guides that are trying to work with you, and make some time to get out into nature, even if it's like, 5 minutes or something on your lunch break at work or something, rather than sort of sitting, I don't know, looking up something on your phone. Or if you're looking something up on your phone, make it sure it's connected to this knowledge that they want you to connect with. And then we've got the angel of white light. But this is what's quite funny. On the shorts, I was like, I feel that's me being guided on here. And I wouldn't always get this. I mean, I've only had these cards a couple of days. I fucking love them though. But it's I really do feel that's like this healing light, like Holy Spirit kind of healing coming in, to help you with where you might have been like, I don't know, it feels like avoiding, like looking at like something. It's like something's trying to, I can just feel like a guide's been trying to get your attention, like through the clairsentience, like they've been trying to get your attention with something. How interesting. Right, now let's build upon it. Right, let's see what you're saying. So, right, so that makes sense to me. I forgot we got to do a call. So yes, too, I was actually gonna I'm glad I didn't say for you to about today though, because I would have been too tired. Can't get you out of my head's just come on too. So there's a lot of these songs are coming through for the collective. So I'm just mentioning them, that Can't Get You in My Head. Sex is on Fire was the one before that. A lot of passionate energy coming in here. But yeah, that would be good to do that. So I love those messages. I'll have to try and ground more and not be in the house. Yes, that's definitely the message. Yes, gossip, but work related. Unfortunately, I'm making new ideas in my head to make it better for myself mentally, and I feel like my powers have been taken away. And I know oh, that's horrible. Oh my God, that sounds horrible. So maybe maybe then when we meet up to do what we were going to do, then maybe I could see if we can do something that's going to be around helping you with that. Because I don't like the sound of that, and I feel that's going to fit well. There are people watching, I don't like my powers, whatever you said there about your powers being taken away. That doesn't sound, that feels connected to whatever you said about that insight that you just had. Maybe even the experience you just had there as well, if you said it was a bit rushed. Hmm. My mum ignored his calls and message on her birthday on the. Oh no, that so right because you've said that I can sort of work with you with this. I was going, that is what I was feeling, that this kind of stress that you're being asked to release is around, family and particularly your mum. And it's kind of like, so I wish I'd just said that, to be honest. That's exact. Isn't that amazing that it's like, so I'm sorry to hear that, but that's amazing. That's exactly what I felt it was about. Like, not exactly, because it's like, but I felt there's some kind of drama around a birthday. And so look at that. They're telling me like there's something about a birthday and releasing stress. And I mean that's like, did she not get back at all? Like, because I mean, what age is he? Do you know what I mean? Like, how? Anyway, I'll not pass too many comments on that, but I think you know what I want to say. Like, seriously, when you start involving the children, that's just taking it to a whole nother level of get over yourself. Right. So bad enough to treat an adult like that if I don't involve the children. I've been wanting to research herbal medicine. Oh, how amazing! Oh, yes, I'm interested in this. Well, I literally am interested in stuff like that. So I've got lots of different books and like, what do you mean? Like, kind of like, do you mean like not so aromatherapy? Not that's not what it would be like. Do you mean like things like flower remedies? Like, have you ever heard of like back flower remedies? Man, oh, and I did mention my nana. My nana was obsessed with that. That's horrible, isn't it? You've just got to ignore shit like that. You know what? Shit, this is really freaky. That I must have been that must have been for you. So again, remember this will be for you. It made Mox upset, which is makes me upset. Yeah, now it's making me upset because I can it's like the past life thing. But no, it's because I'm tapping into it too, and it's like I now know why I was guided. Do you know that as soon as so it must have been when I woke up from my nap. The first video I saw on my timeline was about it was specifically how to spot a narcissistic mother. And I was like, well, I don't know who the fuck that is, guys. And when I don't know who it is, I don't answer. So no idea who that is. So that's been put on silent. So oh, wait a minute, it's probably the Asda delivery. How funny is that? Wait a minute. Real life. I totally fucking forgot. What am I going to do? Can you just, can you like talk about, Lexi, can you entertain people? Just talk to people if they come on. I'm going to have to just take the shopping in. It's not worth like pausing it. I'm leaving it on. So just if it, can you do that job as a spanner person? Just be like, Claire forgot she was getting a food delivery. She'll be back in a minute. 5 minutes. Good. Pause. Wait a minute. I'm going to mute it. I'll take that off before I start talking. I've just banged my fucking leg on the couch, so, but, and I'm going to put some more time on Lexi's timer because I did that. So I just need to put away the rest. I've done it. That's the quickest I've ever done it. Well, that's good. Here, let's see. Oh, parasite. Oh, yes, I know a lot about that too. But I'd be interested in, yeah, geek up on it, and then you can share with me because it's been a while since I've looked into it all. It just horrified me when I looked into it. What I could do with it, everyone could do with doing that. Quick intermission, folks. Claire got to love it. I'm grateful that life can be sweet as it can be bitter sometimes, and to cherish this moments as much as we all individually can. Nathan, this is your gift, you know. You've got a gift. I say this to you all the time. You see that card? You've got a gift with birds. And I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a Zoom in particular with, I want to aim it at males to help, you know, have a space where you can let that out. Yeah, it was fine. Like, that's who was calling me. I said, like I said, because it's like, you know, he said he rang the buzzer, but I mean, I'm like, fuck, I'm in such a daze sometimes, but sometimes that's been happening that the buzzer, anyway, I've put that on silent now, so that, well, basically, when you ring the buzzer, the door's not letting folk in, which that's not good. But it just seems, you know. But there's a way where you can press it. But he said he. I'm like, maybe I ignored that. I really don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put away the rest of that stuff. I'll just be another 2 minutes. So, like I said, just hold the fort. It's not that big a rush because there's only 4 people here right now, and I'll get back to yours. But again, this means something because this interruption has come. And it wasn't unexpected because I did know and then I forgot. So I'll work out what that means for this, but that does mean something. Right, sorry. I'm not still mute, am I? I do laugh at myself. I'm banter. How many YouTubers do you know that actually go away and put their food shop away? Do you know? I'm one of a kind, guys. One of a kind. So, do you like my mug? Ghostbusters. I had to. I had to. I've got a mug for every. Oh my god! And oh, that's hilarious. Wait a minute. That could be the thumbnail. Mediumship Monday. Oh, too funny. Right. Okay. So, oh shit! Wow, that's amazing. Holy fuck! I haven't used these cards for ages, and they made me pick up the Spirit Animal Oracle, and that's how the main theme of this. Brown bear. So the brown bear is one of my power animals, and I know that that's one of yours, Nathan's. And do you feel quite close to the brown bear energy as well, Lexi? If not, there's a message coming through here about take time out. So we'll see where this fits into it. I'm just going to put that there. Here, I'm just going to take a wee. I'm just going to take a wee drink of this water. So, where's that wee thing? Minimize it. Don't forget to unmute. I did unmute. You can't hear me. That'd be funny. Imagine I was just going on and on and on and on. Yeah, that was okay. No big deal. I put that away pretty quickly. Right, so why do they do that now? That it's like they make it so you can't take the lid off. You end up scratching your face. Oh, that's good. That actually doesn't. I didn't think it was possible for sparkling water. It tastes like shit. I call it fizzy water. I don't know why I called it the posh way, but you know it's bad when fizzy water tastes like shit. I mean, it does look like one of the particularly cheapy ones. That's another one I usually anyway. Whatever. Yes, I do, but who are you? Where did you come from? We like to know where somebody's fallen in from. Are you a twin flame? You don't need to. You don't need to be. But I'm doing somebody's personal reading right now because it was interrupted. But right. So let's get back to this. I don't. Does any? Do you know where I was interrupted? Can you remember where I was interrupted? Oh, I remember. So yeah, basically, that's interesting. I think I was just starting to tell you. Wait a minute. I need to fix this. We've got the problem of the uncomfortable phrase again. Um, it was, yeah, they showed me on the algorithm. It was like about whereabout in the USA. Are you male, female? Yeah, it was something about narcissistic mothers. So I knew that there was, there was going to be something coming up for at least the collective or something. Again, it doesn't need to be that, but it's just someone around you that's in, that kind of. It was specifically covert narcissism, which was what interested me. It was like, the type that's hard to prove. So it's like so I feel like, either again, and it's interesting because I was wondering, I was like, well, if that's relevant to people out there, like, I don't like to just bring that up unless they strongly guide me to, but so I don't need to well, welcome Brandley. Brandley. Welcome, because I was going to say Brandon there for some reason. Welcome, Bradley. Do you feel that you're on the twin flame journey? You don't need to be. It's just that's what this channel is all about. But on the Mondays, I am leaving it more open to other people to come. So yeah, basically, oh my lord, a car just parked in front of me with an Eagle license plate. Oh my god, that's amazing. So basically, I don't need to go too deep into this, Lexi, on here because we're in public. But I'm just saying that it's like they did guide me to that earlier. So if that's not as harsh as what it is for you, but again, you're going to know it's definitely about people out there where you've got people around you with narcissistic traits that are hidden. So you'll know that they're not the nicest to you, but it might not be that obvious to other people. So like I said, that could be literally anyone in your life. That could be yeah. Because there was another one of it that can be siblings, that can be partners, that can be friends, that can be, because there's a lot coming through about toxic friendship groups. I mean, I think that's why we've got the Angel of Friendship on the thumbnail of the video that matches this live, because that was for Mediumship Monday. And again, it's particularly there's a lot of angry friends in spirit to people that watch here that aren't happy about how some of yous are being treated. So like whether it's more recent or in the past, as well as God not being happy, and people are going to learn today. They're going to feel the wrath of God if they're not already been going through that. Um, right, okay. So give me another power animal for Lexi, because the bear always kind of reminds me of that protective mama bear energy. I just wanted a general reading if it's, but yeah, it is possible. But I'm just doing this. Okay, I'm doing this just now, so I'm gonna. It's probably for the next sort of 10-15 minutes. I'm doing Lexi's reading, and then tonight I'm doing yeah, the paid readings, so it's the £25 ones and the pinned thing. But because seeing as you're new, you've not been around here before. Um, I do have days where I do free cards as well, but I'm making that the end of the month now, so you've just missed the boat on that one. But yeah, any donations that come in or that, I would usually you know, pull you a card for that as well. So cat spirit, claim your independence. Yeah, so I do, there is something in this. I wouldn't pull too many of them, but there was a cat on that other card as well there. There's something for once, like, in all the other cards, it's about like jealous and two-faced friend and that. But in this card, I don't get a bad feeling with this cat. It's got angel wings and stuff. So, and it's got a lot of fancy headgear and it's got something on its third eye. I feel like this is about, you. Oh, wait a minute. Lexi's just said she's going away and I'm still. She can watch it on replay, but I actually will. Wait a minute, pause then. If Lexi's went away, I'll get her to tell me when she comes back. What can I do before she comes back? Well, I'll show you this. I was guided to this when I went through my kitchen earlier. The best things in life are unseen. That's why we close our eyes when we kiss, laugh, and dream. So I felt there was a lot that I feel the message there was about loved ones and spirit coming through to support you at this time you most need it. The hummingbird to me is an animal. Oh, Hanks is a power animal at my heart. It's about living in the moment. It's about happiness, joy, sweetness of life. But yes, Lexi, basically what I was saying was I feel the cat has come out for you because it's about you. It's more like your inner child reclaiming back what you lost. So again, you know how deep I can go with stuff like this in a personal session, but I can get quite deep in it with this too. There's something around you and everyone else that resonates with this, particularly divine masculine energies. Like wherever you feel like, because that's what, again, because it's fresh in my head. I mean, I know all of this anyway, but it always helps when they do guide me to watch. And I'm very, believe it or not, I'm very extremely discerning about watching videos about things like that because there's just so many people out there talking about narcissists and narcissistic behavior and attachment behavior. But there's some really amazing, I would really say, earth angels and really quite brave people. Like, I mean, I've shared that guy before that's got, I don't know, he's got a million or something. He's really good. But I do use discernment with that too because it's do you know what I'm saying? I can't remember what he's called, but he's great. He's got the glasses. Like that really homes it down. But I think he comes up first in the algorithm. But sometimes I am kind of like, because of my shamanic perspective, I don't feel it's not like there is a way to salvage particularly family situations that seem to have gone wrong. Like, it's not always that cut them off, you never see them again. I have to be honest though, it can be that. I have worked with people where it's so toxic, they're not going to change, they don't want to change, and they will just keep wanting you to be an extension of them. I have to be honest. But if somebody sees the error of their ways, they acknowledge it and they want to change. By the way, this can go for twin flames too, karmic energies, karmic friends. When somebody shows like genuine, like that they can see the error of their ways, they apologize, they accept responsibility, and it's genuine making amends. Hi Charlotte, how are you doing? Happy June to you as well. Then there's hope. But if it's kind of like no acknowledgement of how they've made you feel, how they've made other people feel. It really depends how many people have been upset here. Then it's unlikely somebody's going to do the work to work on themselves there, the shadow work. But I really do feel with this saying, claim your independence. That's what I feel that's been about me seeing that earlier. Yeah, take the lead, like, because that's what particularly like controlling parents are like it's like if there could be a bit of pushback at you, like, basically even though you're an adult, your own family, it's like, who do you think you are to talk back to me kind of thing. And it's kind of like, and that, although logically you're like, well, I'm an adult, so I'll just, but it's, you can still be in that sort of inner child's place because they're pulling me to princess for the day. So it's like, I know they're talking about your inner child. So this is quite deep stuff that's coming through. So again, although Lex is female, this could be for males that resonate with this too. Right. So what else do we want to bring through there? Um, let's see. I wonder if the people pleasing one or something's going to come out here. So I'm going to read the other comments when I finish Lexi's reading because it sort of pulls me away from. So just to let people know, I'll give more of a proper hi and read your comment there, Nathan, in a minute. So what else does Lexi need to know about all of this? And then I'm going to be guided to. I think I want to read the Angel of Creativity one because that's really pulling me in, and the Angel of Release. What else does Lexi need to know about all of this that would help her? Yeah, like this is I love this, right? I don't love that it's like the messages that are coming through, it does seem to be really crystal clearly, excuse the pun, about limiting beliefs that have been instilled in from childhood, from society, but particularly family here. Because and again, I'm only saying that because you've actually said it on here, but it's like surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. And that's what I'm feeling. Like there's something that is like the angel of creativity. There's something wanting to burst out of you. Um, and although you're embracing your creativity in other areas right now, it's like, there's something that I feel really yeah, there's something that it's like it's some kind of real limiting belief here that's um there's just like it's like a dimming of the light that I'm sort of feeling like, it's just unfortunately it's what is primarily around, never mind, I was about to say all divine masculines, but it's divine feminines too, because again, it drains me. That's all that used to come through when I was doing Facebook Lives. But it is because it is just a huge part of my purpose to just call a spade like that. That it's when you do follow your purpose and you really go for it, so many people will change around you, it's unreal. And at some point you could feel like you're really quite alone. Like I was reflecting on that today, even when you're not alone. They were making me reflect on a time in my life when I wasn't literally alone. I still had other people around me, but because so many people around me changed in quite a short space of time, and well, basically, it just felt like nobody gave a fuck, really, to be blunt. It's kind of like it's you can be left feeling like, wow, I meant that much when I poured that much energy in, and it can be really quite upsetting. And I feel they were making me reflect on that because they were sort of talking to me about how I got through that, how I got myself through it, really, but and with other people around me, good people around me and going to the right healers and stuff like that. And I really do feel it's because I had a therapist for 7 years prior to any of this happening, um, as well as being one. But that's just the point that you can be a healer, but you've got a wee inner child as well. And if your inner child gets missed or people don't treat you right or there's just mistreatment, everybody can get hurt. And it's, hurt people, but also it's like, everyone's fighting a battle you know nothing about. And I'm always really giving myself a lot of, you know, basically, acknowledging the fact that it's quite amazing I can help all these other people when I was going through a storm of my own at one point. I mean, I still can, but it's like, thank God it's kind of a bit gentler now. But be humble though. But again, this is going to have something to do with you. You know what I mean? It's the same. It's like because of the things you've went through in your life, you're able to uplift others, and particularly people that have went through really difficult negative experiences like there's like I wouldn't be able to help somebody in the way that you would because I've not had the exact same situations happen that you have, you know what I mean? So it's weird, isn't it? It's like I can help you, but there'll be people that you've got unique soul contracts with that need your help. So I really love the way that's coming through. So right, okay, so but yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, it felt like a dimming in the light. I feel there's a lot of you out there, particularly in the divine masculine energy, because it just popped up Teen Wolf. It's like the modern one, but that's quite funny. And Charmed. This is funny because Lexi likes like witchy stuff and all that, but it's kind of like not the dark witchy high priestess stuff. This is like it's I'm not promoting the dark stuff there, but you do. I'm just acknowledging that you do. Well, you know what I mean. You like well, you're talking about herbs and that there stuff, but basically that there's just something there about I feel it wasn't it definitely wasn't encouraged for you to basically fuck it, let's go, look, because I've just cut it surrender and non-action. I mean that's obviously about good stuff, but I feel like this was like you were encouraged to not take action. Toxic just came on. How's that for confirmation? Britney Spears Toxic came on when I'm talking about narcissistic. Oh my god, I'm not explaining that. Now's the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So that could be a message too. But it's about, I more felt it was that. Like you were encouraged to not to go towards your dreams, which is toxic, clearly. And people could do that covertly. So um let's read Cat Spirit. I want to read that. Um Cat Spirit, claim your independence. When Cat Spirit meows, she's calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. Again, it feels like, codependency. Like, yeah. And this is what I feel the masculine energies in general, you are healing. And you might not have even known, because it just came up, I'm addicted to you, because obviously that's a part of that song. Don't you know that you're toxic? But that can be like about toxic anything. This can have different meanings to different people. Right. So the only way you can grow in all your relationships now is to have healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk away with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all this back to you in kind. When you say no to, oh my God, I can't believe that. I didn't know I was going to say that. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, oh fuck, did I use that word? Because I was actually going to use that word. Because I'm blown away by what God guides me to, because that was exactly the video that I watched when I woke up from a nap, was all about enmeshment and codependency, and like I said, it was more covert stuff. Live and let live, and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory. For you, cat spirit rejoices. She's here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. I'm going to read the protection message too. This may be a time when you're facing unpredictable situations, and I'm feeling that in the air for some of the collective. Are you hesitant to take a risk, too cautious to jump into something new because you feel you can't trust yourself? Again, because I feel it's instilled by people like willing you to fail. Sorry to say it like that, but that's what I can feel for you and quite a lot of people watching. Cat Spirit is saying go for it. Then this is what I'm saying. Like it's like somebody stopped you with the fuck it, let's go energy that you've got a lot of. Because it was quite funny. I was just reflecting on the fact you're Aries Sun and Moon. Are you Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus, or Sun, Moon, Venus? Have you got your Mercury there too? But it was just funny because one of the guys I like watching, like I've realised that that's another reason why I like watching him is he's actually an Aries too. So an Aries Sun and Moon, like you. Um, and I think he'd said Venus. So it's just funny. You get drawn to people that are as passionate, or you like. There's nothing. Venus and Aries passion is addictive. Like I love that placement of mine. And talking about addictive, and you've got that too. Like there is, you can feel it when someone's got Venus and Aries. We are really passionate about whatever it is you're doing. You can fire people up. And I started this live by that song because there was teenagers singing outside cheerleader. Is that and Rihanna Under My Umbrella's just come on, so that could have meaning too. Right, so go for it because you will land on your feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there's no reason to worry. Cat Spirit loves to mix it up, and these seeming upsets. See, there we go. That's like picking up on the cat. Why I don't like the cats in particular on these cards, because it's always about meddling and stuff like that. And this seems to be saying that too. Loves to mix it up, and seemingly upsets will bring you some good, wondrous, and unexpected opportunities. But I'm getting from that like somebody's meddling, causing trouble. You're trying to cause upset there. Get ready to pounce as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen, and that's what I meant about divine timing. There's something that you'll just know when this moment comes. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success, so embrace the adventure. You're sure-footed and can trust yourself. But this is why I always say a lot of the time with these sort of cheesy spiritual things that a lot of people say all the time, like trust yourself. I mean, I say it too, it comes through, it's on some of the cards, but I do buffer it with things like what I'm saying now. It's not so easy for a lot of people to trust themselves. If you have been enmeshed with family members or lovers or friends, or you don't know where they end and you begin, like there's just no fucking boundaries there whatsoever. And it wasn't even in your awareness. It can actually be really quite hard to trust yourself, and you've probably got quite this isn't specifically towards you, Lexi. This is now for everyone. Like, yeah, it can be really quite hard to trust yourself because nobody's really sort of allowed you to do that before certain points in your life. Right, God, this is powerful message. Right, so let's read. that card. Let me just see what you're saying there, and then I'll go back over the comments. Did I read that bit? Yeah, it's been like no acknowledgement family-wise at all. Yeah, which is horrible because that's like stonewalling. So I've spoke about this before, and obviously I've spoke about you in one-to-one, but when you've got family members around you or friends, I always go friends, or anyone around you like that, where it's just kind of like like I've given this example before, so again I always like to keep it kind of general, but I'll never forget there was something that I'm just again I will keep it hazy here, but I remember there was something that I had done, um, and I showed it, to well, it was it was a friend. It was actually two friends that were around me at the time, and they literally just like none of them react. Like they didn't even do anything. Like they didn't react. They just kind of looked and then carried on talking. And it was like I hadn't even showed them something. And that's when it's like, that's what I was talking about when I was on this thing that my auntie got me for my birthday recently. And I just saw her recently to say, like, I'm glad you got me and it was really great. But also, I'm really honest. So I'd shared what had happened to me. And it was just generally, everybody got to share their unique palette. Like it was, bits of poetry and writing. And, really, I get it. It's because I already do it. But the point is, it did hurt. But see what I mean? This is to do, I'm talking, they're making me talk about me, but this is to do with you. It did hurt my inner child. And shit, Lexi, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but look at what you just said in the email. It's what just happened to you. Kind of. Like, I felt like I was totally missed in that moment. Like, it was like, so hang on a minute. Every fucker else just got to have their wee 5 minutes of fame, but it's not fair, 5 minutes of sharing something from the depths of their soul. And all clear time's run out, see you later. You know what I mean? The Zoom thing ran out and we were kicked out the chat, you know what I mean? And look what that's kind of like what just happened to you. So, and I feel it's because you're like that. You are very like that part of me. And again, I don't want to be like you're now an extension of me, but because me and Lexi have definitely got past lives together, it's like you get the kind of the painful parts of what can happen, what's happened to me in my life, and I feel that's why I'm, able to help you with some of this stuff. That it's not nice, like it wasn't pleasant. It did make it. It really actually did quite upset me. But then when I sat and I kind of meditated, I got what it was all about, and there was definitely other people on that it was their first time of being acknowledged and um needing to share something, and it was really more it was they were teaching me about what not to do, like that when I'm holding a group Zoom like that, if the timer does run out, if you can't change that, then when we all come back to the big thing, be like, look, I don't want to put this person on the spot, but the time ran out, would you like to share it now before we go? Like I would make sure there was extra time on the Zoom to make sure people didn't feel like that. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I don't think that's good when people are left with a bad taste in their mouth, which is what just happened. Again, it might not be that deep for you, but you know what I mean? There's something in that. But yeah, basically stonewalling is not good when people just point blank ignore what you do. Again, and it's kind of difficult because it can also be like if people burping clearing energy. Um, if people didn't have parents around them or friends or family that acknowledged what was special and different, unique about them and their talents, sometimes it's like, it's not intentionally meant to be nasty. It's just people can't give you what they didn't get themselves. So, it's deep stuff here. Right. So, right. I mean, I have my husband, my son, my friends, and now other people around me just seem to be not who I thought they were. And I guess I just wanted space and they don't want me to have space. Oh, right. Okay. So that's quite difficult too, Ben. Well, so that's what that feels like there, Lexi, is it's like you're being given. God, that's so, what's like, I'm sorry to hear that, but that is so interesting because that is definitely where the collective masculines are at. Like, because it's like you're trying to heal yourself from, because we've all got codependency in our lives of some kind of level. I mean, I think I'm the most open twin flame healer there is when it comes to my own shit, thanks very much, whether it's about the specifics between me and my twin flame or me and any dynamics, and again, I try to generalize it by this happened ages ago or blah, 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 or buffer it, but it's, it's how I'm guided to be a teacher, but it's kind of like, that's definitely what I feel going on, that it's like, like I've said before, like I mean, even I had a bit of that today with my mum, like just she was helping me with some things around the house, and it's just And something I do have that kind of thing about, like, like what would I fucking do? Like if I wasn't able to help, you know what I mean? It's interesting. I kind of go back to feeling like a wee kid when their child's like, oh, helpless. And so, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's difficult. And I think we all have moments like that, but it's why I'm quite passionate about, like, when people say things like, because you've got ADHD as well, when people say like, oh, ADHD doesn't exist, or everybody's on the spectrum somewhere in that, like, these are the most ignorant, like, please, if I can encourage anybody and, to be less ignorant in that way, if you've used that term before, please just stop doing it now, regardless of what age you are. When you actually struggle with one of those things or a few of those things, like I do, or like a lot of the people that are drawn to me, you would know that no, it's not just some kind of made up bullshit. People, it can really be quite debilitating and really quite upsetting. And it can be some of the most creative, most talented people out there, like a lot of people that you see on YouTube that are, wowing the crowds or whatever they can do, like myself included. But then it's like, come offline, and like that could be somebody that's like really struggling to like, balance other areas of their life. And that's why I say that all the time about, I feel like, anybody that's ever guided to seed back into the channel, like when people like tonight, like when, like Lexi's donated or like bought something, or obviously buying a session, or even if it's like, a couple of pounds here or a couple of dollars there, like it all adds up. And it's not just for me, I'm saying that for other people. Like, a lot of people that are out there helping people, it's like they're no rolling in dough, like far from it. And I'm not just talking about money here, I'm talking about like even if your money's all right, like I know loads of people that money's not a problem, but they can't organize areas of their life and they can't keep up with everything. You know what I mean? And I know those people that have got loads of money, but they can't manage their mental health. Like I was just saying that to mum there, like, I'm at a place, like say they're making me go on to this big rant, so it's going to have relevance for you too. And although you're a lot younger than me, I think that's why I'm passionate about this. I want to get to a place where I'm able to help people that are a bit younger than me, like yourself and others that are the same age, that we've not got, like, by the time you get to be 40, that you're in such a more empowered place and you're not like, feeling like just absolutely exhausted from all the emotional support that you've been giving everyone else. And you're like, do you know what? I can't fucking do this anymore. Do you know what I mean? Who's actually going to be here to support me? Like, it's like, woe is me, get the violins out. Remember, there is a lot of shit going on in my house, which is rebirth energy, but they're using it. But I've just opened, I think the good news is here. I just opened the book up at Angel of Good News. There are positive changes taking place around you. So I feel like what they're saying to me, and I'm taking that for myself too, but I feel like what they're saying to me is like, on the other side of whatever seems to be a bit challenging right now, like, so whoever that is, and again, to be more private about it, you can talk about this with me, when we do the session. And it'd probably be wise to see, I mean, anyway, we can talk, like, to do something that would work, fit around with what's coming up here. But it really does feel like, you're trying to make, I can see why they made me read that one out of all of them, out of the book. It's like you're trying to break free of people pleasing tendency. And I saw you, like, you've really put in the work, like, that's been hard work for you to learn how to say no, or to not, because there's really subtle ways of people pleasing, isn't there? Like, like, I think I've said that before on here to you in front of people, but I remember, like, there's been a, like, not that long ago, it was kind of like we'd agreed to do something. And then, I always just say the same thing, whether it's you or someone else, like, let me know if that's not going to work. And, I'll, and if I'm leaving it that kind of willy, like, I'll need to see how my energy is. But I always say to you, don't especially, or anybody, I'm like, look, if you're okay with that, with me seeing how I am, then fine. But, if you've got something where you need to book, like, you need to book a client in, or, then put them first, basically, you know what I mean? But if you can navigate, and basically what I'm saying is, I've really been so proud of you when a couple of the times you've been like, this is when I'm available and this is when I'm available, or, just basically being assertive, because, it's so unfortunate, but, like, I've had so many experiences over the years where it's like, even still now for me, like, it can be really difficult for me to be assertive. Like, if somebody does something uncomfortable, like, definitely, to be quite frank, if it's like one of yous or something that does something that, I'm not comfortable with or upset, kind of, that's why I've got the filter on the comments. Like, I'm no fucking daft, you know what I mean? It's like, I protect my energy and I protect my union, I protect them. And it's kind of like, that takes a lot for me to actually speak up about things that are uncomfortable with me. And nine times out of 10, honestly, people just go funny on me. And it's so sad. But like I can think of so many people where that's happened. Uh, and I have to remind myself it's not personal. Although it can feel it, it's like it's because it brings up people's inner child stuff, and so again, if anybody's watching this like fucking went quiet like years ago or a year ago or whenever, just know that it's like I don't hold a grudge with things like that. You know what I mean? Like I just it doesn't mean I don't get hurt, I don't notice. I definitely do. Like I mean, I'm being really general here, but I can think that I'm being so general, but um I remember I reached out to somebody now. Again, I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was quite some time ago, but I noticed someone was a bit quieter. Like it was long enough ago. And I never, to this day, and nobody knows who that is. So I'm just being general, but I never got a response. And that's happened before with others. And, that leaves me in this place of wondering, I wonder who upset them. Like, was it me? Was it someone else? Was it something else in their life? And this is the thing, you just don't know. Maybe somebody could have died in their life. Maybe it was somebody else that upset them. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was a combination. And these are really difficult things in life. God, it's like I feel the emotion coming through here. It's like, it's not easy to be guided to be a shamanic teacher out in the public, this helping people. Like, it is inevitable. Like, when there's more people in this life, like I'm going to need more spanner people that I can trust. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, for instance, actually, when I was on this last Monday, that was so interesting. I think that was a test for me. There was actually nobody, and it was fucking crazy. There was loads of people. I'm only joking. It was actually very well, you've seen it if you watched, but it was a different crowd. Like it was funny. Like there was none of the spanner people, and it was different. But it was nice, but it was kind of like I'm just aware of like I think basically like because I can feel there's something in me wanting to cry. It's like, I suppose I'm just kind of vulnerably sort of saying that I would really appreciate the help, you know what I mean? So whether it's people like sort of saying, oh, my eyes are watering. So it's kind of like, so notice I'm still tapping into your energy, Lexi. So I feel this is like, it's take on board what I'm saying here as well, because I'm going to read from this book, but it's like, um, it's embracing the vulnerability and it not being a bad thing. Yeah, that's what it is. Wow. I'm like, why is this going so deep? But it's like the divine masculines in particular are being guided to ask for help where they know that they won't be denied of it. Because I feel really wanting to cry in it. It's like I feel like in the past, if you've even dared to do it, which I feel a lot of you actually haven't even dared to do it, because you would just have people that just wouldn't help you. So you're used to doing it all by yourself. But it's like I feel you're being pushed to be more vulnerable, because like that's quite vulnerable for me to say too. But it's like I'm just noticing, it's like, look, it does make a difference. Like the video, comment, put any kind of fucking emoji, a heart or something. I'm not arsed about like the kind of likes and the views and all that, because you've seen how much they lie anyway. And I've showed you, I've seen it rolling back from being at a number and rolling back. It's so anyway, it's so corrupt. But it's more just kind of like yeah, as there's more people, I just want to be prepared, because I will get quite overwhelmed. Like even when there's a tiny handful of people, and I will be able to handle it, but I feel I'll only be able to handle it when I've got people I can trust. And there's something about the symbolic meaning of what I'm saying is, it's like they're trying to get you, Lexi, and everybody that's in this situation to sift out who you can and can't trust. Why is a song just come on right now called Crying in the Club? I don't even know where that goes, but it's Camila or whatever. But it's kind of like, crying in the club. I feel they're trying to tell me that it's like someone's going to connect with that about like, now I can't, this is what's interesting. I can't see this making sense for you, Lexi, because you don't go out and about like that much, do you? Do you have clubs where you live? I'm not being really, but you know what? For some reason, I seem to think like you're out in yeah, you are literally out in the sticks, aren't you? So we'll just go with this. This might be breaking away from this to kind of go into other people's stuff right now, but I think I need to go with it. It's like I feel like I'm getting this vision so I'm getting a vision it's like, they're giving me examples of like, like maybe you go out on a night out with someone and or a few people, and like you're just kind of like, basically it's this kind of, they're giving me scenarios of when you, so it's, again, that's, I don't feel that's literally what it is for you, Lexi, when I'm reading you, but this is going to make sense for the people in the words. It's like this feeling of thinking you can trust people, but then actually, like, when you're vulnerable and you get too drunk, you're left on your own. And I think, I don't know about you, but I've definitely had nights out like that. Some funny ones where everybody just gets fucked up and it's like the fucking hangover and you're like, what, phoning people in the morning like it's such and such safe. It's such and such safe. Do you know what I mean? And most of the time I'd wake up with one of my bed pills like, where the fuck are we? What the fuck happened? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it's some of the funniest stories in my life I could write a book about. I don't fucking miss it. It's not safe. Do you know what I mean? It's really not. Talk about not being safe for your inner child. That's fucking traumatizing. So I'm not even gonna go too deep on that because I have got ones when I can't laugh about too. But that's what I think they're getting at. But I do think that's someone specific. I think someone was literally left crying in a club or something. Like it's like almost like this feeling of like someone picking, you know, what's the saying? Bros over hoes, or like, it's like a kind of, whether this is about a male or a female or something, it's like almost like somebody picking like sex over, friends or something like that. I don't know. There's something. Or just basically somebody's like, fucking I'm away. Do you know what I mean? And like I don't like that, whatever I'm picking up on there. Hmm. Um right. So I emailed you the details. What do you mean? Do you mean you've emailed me on top of what I've said? No, those are in the cities. I don't even leave my hobbit hole. Yes, I know. I think that's wise. I think you've been fucking saved with that. Do you mean you've emailed even more details on? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. So, wait a minute. If you talk amongst yourselves, I'm just going to read this. I won't like talk about it. Well, you know what I mean. Mm. That is, yeah, no, that is crossing a boundary. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't like that. Yeah, this is, we definitely let me know when you've got free time. To be honest, depending on how long I sit on here, I might be, if you've got time tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. Again, like I just said, I want to honor what I don't want to be a hypocrite of what I just said. Like, you let me know when's good for you, and then we'll work out. Because again, basically, to be transparent with you guys, I'm gonna do something with Lexi. We're gonna film a bit of it so that I can show you a part of what I do in a session with people. But it's going to depend on what we dig into here, because I obviously want to keep Lexi safe and her privacy and stuff. But yeah, I'll obviously we'll agree together whatever comes out there. So basically I need to pick something that's not too deep so that we can actually show it. but but because there just aren't too, and if there's anyone else out there that's willing to do that, then let me know because it helps. And then I'll have to make sure it's a good fit and stuff like that. Because like I said, I do need to focus on my paid sessions, but it's but yeah, but Lexi does, come to me for paid sessions when she's guided to, so you're quite good with that. Um, Looking at she sheds for myself to build a shop. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I've noticed a lot. The thing is, you could even build doing tarot in that into that. Like you could, mix up the tarot with the tattoo and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few like that girl I've mentioned to. Like, I mean, she's got like 70,000 or something, but the one that's got the same the moon and back tarot, like she's got a wee she shed in her garden. Um, and I'm sure there was somebody else that I watched that is but it was funny because I was watching one yesterday and she was freezing because she lives in Ireland, but she's just honestly, she's beautiful, isn't she? I mean, I don't bat for that team, but she is just stunning. Her like she just seems lovely, and she's just a beautiful. So I'm fangirling. I don't always resonate, mind you. She does deliver messages like me because we're born the same day. It's like you don't want to fucking. I don't like ones that are like projected like 6 months in the future because it's like I just don't even think that's from practicing what I practice. It's you just there's no way of fucking knowing that. It's all fucking timeless. Do you know what I mean? That's what's fucking annoying about all of this. You can see it's annoying, or you can change the outdated belief. See, I'm doing some NLP hypnosis on myself right now, and you can be like, do you know what? Is it annoying or is it kind of exciting that you don't know when something's about to happen? You don't know when good news is about to come in. Right, let's read that thing from the book. But you know what I need to do? I need to put on that fucking fan, man. It's like, whoa, like there's just no. How am I supposed to breathe with no air? No air, air. Quite literally. Um, I wonder if I should. Wait, I'm going to do it beside me. We're taking it back to the old school 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when I was sitting doing the Lionsgate, bringing in the unions. I are so she fucking fought, bringing in the unions. Still sitting here 2.5 years later. I'm no fucking union. Sorry. Again, Shadow's just having a little. I'm in a music video. Right. Is that annoying? Can you hear it too much? That does look really funny. It's blowing in the wind. Right. Oh, oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, that's the best idea I've ever had. Right, okay. Right. So let's read this from the book. Look at that. Oh yeah, I've just read that bit. So Angel of Creativity was what I wanted to read to you. Fuck, that could make me get a bit chilly now. So the creativity within you flows with ease. You've received this card rather, because your angel of creativity wants you to make she wants to make her presence known to you. Have you recently been asking for assistance from above to help guide, inspire, encourage you with creative endeavours? And again, I feel that must be about the she shed thing. I do think that's a really good idea. If this is the case, it's almost like, right, there's a deck of cards I've got where there's a greenhouse. And it's like the person's got too big for the greenhouse and they need to burst out of it. And that's what I'm saying about, it's one of the difficult parts of the job that I do when people just basically it just feels like people ghost me all the time. But it's kind of like, it's not that. I have to remind you, it's like people grow and evolve and they fall out of resonance and it's yeah, and like I said, some people check in and let you know how they're doing, and some people don't, and and then there's other people's attachment issues are like they feel like, oh, I'm not important enough, they're not going to want to hear from me, or it's been a year, or it's been 2 years, and blah blah. I could go on and on and on here. But I suppose they're just wanting me to give a bit of perspective on, I do. There's people that have even dropped off the face of the planet from like 3-4 years ago that I still wonder, like, where is that person? Like, how are they doing? You know what I mean? But yeah, so sometimes when you're working on creative ideas, your mind can become blocked with self-doubt, fear, and lack of confidence. Again, yeah, which I do feel that you didn't get any support with that when you were younger, about your creative gifts specifically, which is why I feel it's always a very similar message that comes through to you, like encouraging you with your creative gifts and your own unique spin on things, because you have got a very unique, passionate energy for whatever you want to set your mind to. And that's what I'm saying, like, seriously, again, it is annoying. Like, I know I just mentioned that girl because our channel's that big that it's like, I think a lot of people will have saw her. But again, that other guy that I'm loving just now, I'm not telling you him. If you find him, you'll just know. But he is absolutely my fucking favourite. Like, I'm totally fangirling him. It's no bad to look at either, guys, but I'm just saying. But it's kind of like, it's the talent, like the talent that some people in particular have got to do their craft amazes me, because it's like, it's so unique to them. Anyway, that's the very Venus and Aries passion coming out of me there. If in doubt, ask your angel of creativity to give you inspiration about your projects. If you're working on a piece of art, visualize your angel of creativity, guiding your hand to paint or draw and inspiring you to finalize your work. If you're writing a book, poetry, and I do feel poetry is a big one for people, a musical piece, or even a letter to a loved one, visualize your angel of creativity standing by your side, assisting you to find the right words. I allow my angel of creativity to assist me by allowing my creativity to flow and excel in all my creative endeavours. Oh, I love it. Right. What other one do I feel guided to? I think that angel of release, that's the one they wanted me to read. So, Angel of release. Let go of any stresses you've been holding within your soul. Now's the time to move forward and allow the healing to take place, which again, if you're new around here, this is what I'm doing here. That although I'm reading the cards, I'm always clearing and healing energy, which is why I said, like, you know, at some point, yeah, for some of you on the Monday, I might make it a wee bit more than the 25 because again, I think I put 25 for 20 minutes. And, well, it's not been 20 minutes, is it? But it's just now until there's more people, I will just keep it that because I'll have to change all the shit on the coffee and all that. But this is what this is about. It's helping you release this heavy energy. You've received this card because your angel of release wants you to help you let go of any concerns or worries that you're currently experiencing. She's by your side, guiding and assisting you to see your life from a new perspective. So bear in mind, this is Lexi's card, but I always feel when people actually you know, get I mean, usually I've got the three options, but when this is just the one option, I always feel whenever somebody buys the £10 or the £25 ones, or whenever I make it more or whatever, it's because it's a message that's really needed for everyone. Like, you know, and it's like someone felt caught. Oh my God, Lexi, there's a tiger. This is so funny. I feel like I want to take a picture, like to show you. Oh my God, fuck. Wait a minute, pause. Right, wait a minute. Go back. This is why I love being a medium and all the different mixture of things I am, but why is it going? It's a tiger with a shed. You just can't make it up, but I'm going to have to pause it. So I think it's that advert came on when I'm doing this before, but you're saying you saw a tiger in your meditation and you're talking about getting a she shed and it's a tiger walking past a fucking shed. That's probably mama tiger. That's probably me hanging outside your shed protecting you when you get it. Oh dear. Right, when it comes up again, I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to post it in the community tab to show you all what I mean. Some of you, if you're in the UK, you'll know what I mean. Have I missed? Did I just rewind it too far? So the tiger's clearly reaching. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh fuck! I've just went past it again. This is symbolic of you like missing the messages. Oh my God! And there's that song, "Late Night in the Middle of June." All I think about is you. I'm telling you, oh no, it's not one of those. Sorry, I mean you can come and chat to me if you want, guys. But I did think that like the middle of June could be a significant anniversary for some of these guys in spirit that were chatting. Oh shit, that's why I'm getting drawn to all the good looking guys. Because like I said, the guys that were all talking to me, it's like each their own. And I think we all know I've only got eyes for someone. But I mean you can definitely, like I said, I could definitely see when other people are good looking. But it's that's the vibe here, with the good looking man on that card, and then the hottie on the other like these ones. I mean, this guy's really hot. We all know I like him. You see me. Oh, we see you. It's um I feel I'm talking to men out there that you're quite good looking, but I feel like people don't really see past that. This is insane. I'm going to post it right now. You're talking about a she shed, and I'm telling you, it's a tiger going past a fucking she shed. For some reason, I'm not going to say that. That's me thinking out loud too much. Right, so what else? Will I put the gem I'm going to put the picture of the beach, that bottle of the rainbow, and the gem that I found too. So I'm posting a whole. Oh wait a minute, no, the union thing. Posting that, and then the union. Yeah, there we go. So I'll not even write anything. I'll edit it after. Better be careful I'm not posting shit I don't want to post. There's the tiger walking past the shed. There's the beach. That is a beautiful picture. The water bottle, I don't know if you can see what the water bottle says. It says keep going to the end of the rainbow. And there's the wee gem that I picked up. I found a gem, so shine bright like a diamond, and there's union with a 12 in it. So let's hope that's not people's unions in December, but you know, time flies and all that when you're having fun. Why is it not letting me post that? Do I need to write something? Oh, there we go. So I'm posting it in the community tab now before I forget. Listen, chat, y'all are the only ones who know about the she shed idea. Yeah, us and the rest of YouTube. Yes, I think, you know, the channel hasn't grown that much that anyway, you gotta be careful. I mean, if you feel like there's anything you need to, I've said your name and shit that like that though. So like I was gonna say delete it, but Right. I'm drinking that much water. I'm going to need to pee again soon. Too much information, but I'm just saying. Right, so look at that. Go and please look at it now. That's crazy. If that's not confirmation that the tiger's trying to help you, and again, remember, tiger could be symbolic of me, and here's me helping you too, so that's quite funny. Um, so yeah, if people see wolves and tigers out there, and it could be just your own power animal coming to you, or it just if you, it could be me, you know, it could be my energy coming to you trying to help you with something. Um, right, so I'm coughing like crazy and drinking cranberry juice. Again, I feel it's because it's this stuff needs to come up. I feel it's like push repressed emotions of when you've not been heard about things that you want to do because you just know it would have been shut down. Right, and I'm going to end it with one of these cards. So I'm going to unpause the tiger on the she shed. Because to be honest, if I had a garden, I would do that. I would get one of them, like you know, because it would keep it separate from your personal space. But right now, I've got my wee office through there that I keep a mess, and then I end up sitting through here anyway. But what I do is, unless I was totally tired and I've done it for ages, I will just leave the cards through here. But I try to do make the effort to put them away, you know, at least some point before the end of the week because um I like to keep it separate. Right, so what have we got? Give us a wow message to just sort of ground the energy into this message for Lexi. But generally, what I'm getting from this, right, is it's like you're being guided to release whatever is stressing you out. And because you've sent that, thanks for sending that. By the way, that's by the way. But whenever I'm doing anybody's personal message on here like that, that's really interesting. That's happened for a reason. What was it I saw? Like, I'm going to do that. Like, I was maybe even going to do it on this live stream, but maybe I'll just leave it for next week. As I was going to say, like, if I do like a prayer request, but you don't want, I just feel because people are so private on this channel, if you don't want to put like the prayer request in the chat, but you want to tell me what it is, then that's what you could do so that I know what I'm praying. Like, you know, I don't need to know, I'll just pray for you anyway. But I feel if I know what I'm actually praying for you, I mean, you know, don't fucking bombard me with like fucking every day with 10 million things. But you could do that. You know, you could send me an email so that I know, and then I can, you know, be praying for you for that. And because I don't, you know, I don't always want to make it about the cards. Like obviously today is Mediumship Monday, but I think that's why I'm thinking I might make it. There's that late night in the middle of June. All I think about is you, and it's glass animals, and your thing was it says angel of the animal realm, but yeah, I do feel the middle of June significant for somebody watching this here, and that came up in the one that I done last night, so that's not a coincidence. People are private, and then there's me. Yeah, but I love that there's a mixture, though. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's That's what I'm saying. It'd be boring as fuck if nobody spoke. I mean, I would just be sitting here, like, you know what I mean? It's sometimes that's happened when I've come on at the sort of the wrong time, not the wrong time, but it's just. But it's fine because I'll just do collective messages, and it can be a bit of a different energy, but. Um, yeah, it's good. And actually, I think that's why I've ended up sitting on here till 2 in the morning the last couple of times because it tends to be when it gets to about like 10, even 11, it's a better time for some of the time zones. So I think it's probably more than likely going to be 11 or 11, you maybe even 11:44, but not 2 in the morning, not definitely not two, because I feel like my. By the way, is this you or I'm feeling like it's like I'm feeling heat, like you know, the usual heat at the back of my heart. So that's the healing going to you if you're open to it. But I'm also feeling like breaking, dissipating of energy at my throat. And I know that you were saying your throat, but it's hard to describe it. It's like they're doing. I think it's like. Have I got I should get the cards. That'd be funny. But it's like I feel like I want to say like Arcturian energy or something is working through me doing something. And what's quite funny is like before I came on here, like I've filmed like a backlog of things in advance, and it was like light different kinds of light code activations were coming through before I came on here. Um, I thank you for coming on to this at the right time, Claire. Thank you, Nathan. Um, shows sometimes it's safe to be vulnerable. Exactly, and that's your whole message, Lexi. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the message coming through from God and the guides, is it is safe for you to be vulnerable with the right people. And like I'm, really proud of you for how much you've stepped into that, like, because I know it's not been easy, but you're a good, that's why I've had you, if people want to go and see the things that Lexi shared over the years of stepping into that vulnerability. I'm suddenly freezing. That's probably you're probably feeling the fan on me because I'm ready to turn that shit off in a minute. I'm suddenly freezing and my throat feels a bit better. Wow, oh my God. See, that's what I mean. That is the Arcturians are doing something for you because I felt it, and that's why I couldn't even really explain that. And by the way, now there's something just flashed up saying dollar sign. And think about that. I'm in pounds. So I think they're saying the creative ideas, you're very welcome. The creative ideas that you're getting, take note of them. Even if you can't get some of them done like even this year and it's for a vision for the future, make note of your ideas, but make sure you tell the right people. So that's why I'm sort of saying whether this is you or anyone else, like I can't, obviously, hopefully, yeah, dollar sign because it's a band, I think. But it's like dollar, dollar. There's money in the ideas that you're having, and it's kind of like for doing what you love. But don't be around people that are going to piss on your parade and make you feel. Because all it takes is somebody to make you think that that's not a good idea, and you'll not follow your dream. That's what happens on the swim plane journey towards true love. Your creative endeavors, like you name it. And it's jealousy is like one of the worst things ever. It can lead people to do all sorts. And I unfortunately I don't really want to dig too deep into that, but I definitely feel when I move into the collective energy, there's a lot of like really shocking betrayals coming to light, I feel. And I know because I've felt it going on. Like I've saw it with clients and I can just I've got a sense of things for myself and it's kind of like over the years and it's like yeah, but I'm just seeing some really, I wouldn't be surprised if I come off here and I see even more like people picking up on stuff like that. And that's what I've said before. I just don't feed your mind with that shit, even if it's true. Like, just you'll find out what the truth is. When I can't believe the lies. Thought you was mine, but you decided to be with him. You took my feelings and just threw them out the window. Like, I mean, change the him to her and whatever. But that song just pulled my eyes in when I said that. That's about. Right, so what's a message for Lexi to just ground this all in and they'll go into the collective because it feels like they're already going into that. Oh, look. So, look, this is. Oh, yeah, shit. I'm saying about the Arcturians. They might come out in this deck. I don't know if this has got Arcturians. This is Lemurians, but. Because I'm just an open channel for them all coming in. Like I said, I always make that joke about the only ones that aren't getting in are the demons, you know what I mean? But the beings of the light, the angels, the loved ones and spirit, they can all chat. But yeah, duality. In a world of duality sits a truth of place where love dances in unity with its own shadow. Oh, we're gonna have to read that. That's very Gemini. And of course, today's the CAZIMI, like the Venus and the Sun. Wait a minute, I'm going to look at the rest of the astrology. I don't really like said on that other video. I don't always use that word. I don't lie. It's kind of annoys me because I'm just like, why do people use that word when it just means conjunct? Like, but but yeah. So right now, exactly right now, the Sun in Gemini and Venus. So the Sun shining a light on, I would say, wherever that is in your chart, and Venus, planet of love, money, beauty, what you find valuable, are both in the sign of Gemini, which is about duality. This kind of really do fits with what I said on the video before, which I haven't published yet because I haven't even watched it back. What else is going on there? Mercury's in Gemini too, so that's interesting because that rules Gemini. Moon in Taurus, grounding. This feels like grounding ideas into reality. You've got the Mars in Aries at 26 degrees, conjunct my sun, which is where that passionate, I mean, you're seeing me transmute some passionate energy in this way right here because it's certainly, well, it's made me get all my housework done. It's made me just have a lot of energy, so much so that I haven't even slept. There's a burning flame on the TV right now. Yes. When things are being delayed, we have to find ways to transmute that energy. Hilarious. Right, okay, so right. I know there's some of you that are feeling that energy too. Unleash the brainwash, liberate and inspire a better way. What does it look like with a fan of my hair? Bon Jovi, what's this? I see all the signs, I see all the clues. Yeah, sometimes I reminisce about that. I can't believe it's been a whole year. Yeah, but on some nights like this, Shorty, I can't help but think of us. I've been reminiscing, sipping, missing you. Can you tell me what's with all the distant love? That's not Bon Jovi. What the fuck's this? Nights like this. I think it must have been Bon Jovi before that. Um, think about how that just fit with what I was saying. It's quite funny. Right, Guardian. Where is this? Right, okay, so I might go and get some of the other cards that I've got. I think Bon Jovi's coming on now. Uh, if Always comes on, I'm going to be really freaked out because that Always song was one of my favourites when I was younger, but particularly because the whole video is about somebody cheating, and that was what it fucking is, isn't it? Is that no? But that's one I haven't published yet because it just felt like it was. I needed to pick like they'll tell me no. It's living on a prayer. Thank God for that. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Hilarious when I was just talking about having prayer live streams. Oh fuck, I can't. That's just so funny. Right. Wait a minute. This is just making me cringe because my hair keeps blowing. Let's just put it like that. There we go. It's getting a bit chilly. So the Guardian stands at the threshold of your progress. May your doors, paths, and gates be open. The Guardian is familiar with the pathways, like the gatekeeper who can eliminate obstacles and illuminate your path ahead. They are often the keepers of tradition, legacy, and values, and strategically guide others towards a path of greater good. They have a wealth of compassion for individuals and the collective, although we can often see them as a force that stands in our way of progress when we don't have all the answers. The Guardian is that, and I think about it, that sounds like a healthy parent, actually. You know, what that's reminding me of is like, because again, I've got people around me that do, I can take the banter and they'll say it in it, not too much, because again, I can notice when someone's being a dick about it and when it's, I can have a laugh too. But I do talk about boundaries a lot because it's like what I'm here to teach people about. But it's because so many people still find it really quite alien. But it's it's like you can be pissed off at your mum or dad for not letting you do something, but actually they were protecting you. So you got to know what it's a bit hazy, but you've got to know the difference between when someone is genuinely holding you back, whoever it is in your life, because that can happen, with anyone in your life, parents, anyone. Or when or when it's for it's to protect you. And shit, I think that's why they're saying that. Like, you got to know the difference, and I don't think everybody does, because if you've been brainwashed from a child, I don't know why I said brainwash, but remember I did just say undo the brainwash. But if you've been like, yeah, encouraged as a child to believe that this is the way we do things, that's why it's very hard to undo that. And that's why I always say it takes a lot of courage for anyone to go their own way, because it's like it's so ingrained in you that this is the way we do things. That's why it's called a generational curse. The Guardian is driven by morality and respect, and it's like a multifaceted manager and surface to protect others from harm. Do you see how I keep doing this in my hand? I know that when I'm doing that, it's not just me being really animated in my hands. Like it's definitely they're doing different type of to light language, light code activations for me. So I'm just going with it because it's like I done these shorts that were really quite, I don't know. It's just kind of like I'm just going to do it as I'm talking, but it's like I feel right now, like because I'm still on yours, Lexi, like I'm just doing it. Like I feel I'm like taking things out your aura that are not meant to be there, basically. But it's where, yeah, because usually my vocal like light language doesn't really make an appearance, but I'm getting a bit nervous that I feel like it's gonna. I don't know about tonight, but it's like it definitely. But that's fine. It just means there's parts of me that I'm giving less of a fuck about and being more comfortable with. So, but it's like I said, it's like I'm just channeling it through, and that's the point. You see, it's like you got to not give a fuck because there's people that won't get it because it's futuristic. But look at what I've already been doing for nearly 10 years. So why is that any different? But right now that's hurt my arm, so I'll just let them carry on. But I could just tell because I kept going like that, and I was doing that on the other thing too. Anyway, so the Guardian is driven by morality and respect and is like a multifaceted manager in service to protect others from harm. Look at what I was channeling as well about a million years ago when I was saying it's not easy to be a spiritual teacher or a shamanic teacher, whatever people call themselves. What is this video? That is filth. Like, honestly, some of these, like, see, that's Mass Saturn and Scorpio talking. Some of these music videos are like porn videos. See, oh, I should have known it was Cardi B. Like, anyway, but that totally distracted me. So again, I think this is about people's distractions and stuff. So we're all guarding, like, this is what I'm saying, you know, it's like some people might be pissed off when you assert boundaries for yourself, or when, you know, and definitely karmic energies will be pissed off when you assert your boundaries back, and they'll always be pissed off at me because I'm the person teaching people boundaries, and anyone else out there educating people about these things. But it's important, you know, because you've got people keeping talent inside and not being with the people that they love because they're trying to people please other people, like, you know, and that's horrible. We're all guardians of our physical bodies, our children, our earth, but we also have a spiritual guardians that overlook our souls and galactic guardians watching over our planet. I think I can have that when I'm saying it's Arcturians, and this is called the galactic guardians. Interdimensional gates to the bouncer at the front door. These multifaceted managers uphold a level of responsibility, protection, and care. Time to use awesome gatekeeper powers to direct your next move. Whether you're standing at the threshold of change or you're still in the queue waiting to be let in, your inner manager knows the way. Lexi, think about what you just emailed me and what you were saying. Is that not a massive, that's quite a fucking massive, like, confirmation, I think, that of, yeah, we can talk in private, but that's kind of amazing. Your trusty guardian soul responds to your internal codes and vibrational changes that allow access to new pathways. The message here is not to force your way, especially if you don't have all the information. The inner gatekeeper might be protecting you from what lies beyond the door, and the perfect way ahead may just be around the corner. When you embody the guardian, she will bring you face to face with the internal blocks that limit your access, so you can walk through the open doors, dance through swinging gates, or even travel through portals of time. The next level of your experience is always beyond the door, but the journey there is what life is all about. And it's on page 55. And the next card is Lemurian Soul. But because I really do want to satisfy that kind of, I want to see if the Arcturian card is going to come out. Oh, no, wait a minute. What did I say? Right, no, you've wrote Palladians. I said Arcturians, though, didn't I? It's probably both of them. As soon as you said that, sounds like a healthy parent. My smoke alarm that doesn't have any batteries and went off, and I almost just shit myself. Don't, because you're shitting yourself. I'm gonna pee myself. I need to pee. So I'm gonna get those cards, and again, talk amongst yourselves. And I don't think you can hear me pee. I mean, it's a long way, but I'm sure when I went for a pee the last time, you could because it was so quiet, you could hear a pin drop. I'm sure you could hear me peeing. It was probably the tap more than that, but just in case, you know what I mean? It's like, it's quite funny. Wait a minute, why have I got, oh my God, that's hilarious. I've apparently got a Zoom with somebody tomorrow that I was completely forgetting about. So that's quite good that this Zoom thing's telling me about that, because the person might come on here soon. So I was totally remembering. I totally fucking forgot. But anyway, I am going to get those cards that I've got the Arcturian and Palladian jazz in it. Oh, I don't need, we need elevator music, so I know. It's very hazy about the whole, wait a minute, where is, I might need to scrap muting this shit, because like, oh, there I am. I need to drink more water, actually. I'm going to get another bottle of water. Fuck, that means we're here another hour at least. But I really am going to pee myself, so I need to go in a minute. What was I going to say? It's very hazy with the whole music thing, you know what I mean? Because some people I watch, they do have, like, you know, the whole binaural beats very quietly on in the background. Which really, I should do at least do that. But I just like to have my telly on mute. Remember, I did actually, I had the music on mute once. That's the fancy things they need to add into this. I think if I had StreamYard, I could do that. Nathan, you would though. Would I be able to do that on StreamYard? I didn't remember. I didn't remember. I tried to do StreamYard once before, and it was a fucking nightmare. But I didn't try very hard, mind you. But, but we're not. I'm not getting that until it's needed. Not when there's only a tiny handful of people. I'm not. But I do because I'm like I said. I want to do more interactive things like getting people to share on video and stuff. Like because I've not done that for ages, and I love doing that. Anyway, I'm going to go and get those cards, and I'm going to pee. Okay, so talk amongst yourselves. Say hi to anybody that comes on, please. I don't know if you saw that, but I nearly tripped up and went flying. My slipper. I tripped over my slipper when I never a dull moment. Right, so would you just like to clarify what light beings were helping me? Because I very much felt the Arcturian energy, and it will blow my fucking mind if that card comes out. So if you could just back me up there, that would be great, but we'll just leave it open for anything else that you need to know. Yeah, and if anybody wants, simple, I don't know, it's similar to what Lexi done. I'm not going to sit for that long, but yeah, if anybody else wants the, the one-to-one, the £25 one, then speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm joking. You can do it, but there will get to a certain point where I'll be like, nah, I'm not doing it, even if, like, it just depends. I've still got energy, but I'll do the collective. I just saw the lifting the veil one. What, Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Well, that really fits with all the message that's come through. As you know, your angels that are trying to work with you about your creativity. And the Council of Light could be Arcturians and that too. The Great Mother, holy fuck, well, surely I don't need to explain that. Surrender the mystery, fall into her arms. And there's you, that comment saying thanks, Spirit Mom. And then also the stuff about mother healing. Which, like I said, I just like to stress that. Like I'm saying, like, if anyone else is resonating with this, or you too, Lexi, like, you can always hold hope and hold space for somebody to do that healing, but you've got to be realistic and practical about it too. And that's what, the woman that I was watching, again, and it was somebody new that I'd found, but it was, that was just basically the point is you've got to kind of recognize when this person's been this way a long time And actually, they're just going to get really angry at the fact that your light body crystal grid transmission activation, and that's what I was meaning by whatever I was, doing there. When it's just going to hold you back from what you're here to do. Anybody that loves you should be wanting to see you shine. Yeah, look, priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? So it wasn't the Arcturian card. I'm not going to sit here and wait until I pull one, but it wasn't the Arcturian cards. But look what's in the back. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. And I feel that that is just about you're going to know when it's time to do these things. Yeah, retreat, rest, refuel. The child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. They're just acknowledging that for you and everyone else it resonates. And that's why Hello Darkness, my old friend, it's just come up on the telly there. That there's a lot of people are the sound of silence, is that there's a lot of people are being guided to go in, and they're pulling me the word hermit as well. Yeah, we get it. A lot of people are being guided to go in hermit mode, do a lot of shadow work, a lot of inner child healing, a lot of reflecting on things that can be really quite painful. So I don't want to end it on that note though, but I'm just going to tidy up these cards. And then I was going to read, wait a minute. So these are still some of the ones that I read for you. So you've got Angel of Divine Timing and you've got Angel of White Light. So I'll just go and get the Angel of Friendship, and that was the collective ones. But yeah, quite deep, I never know what's going to come out, and they were really quite deep messages. But like I said, I have to say it's very, very in line with what I've been feeling. Well, and it comes out in the cards and stuff, but that's very specific, and that hasn't come out for a couple of months or something. It feels like. Angel of Friendship, right? Right, so Angel of Friendship, and like I say, oh yes, look, Angel of Families. A lot of family healing, a lot of generational healing, a lot of breaking generational curses, things that just, might have worked at one point, it doesn't now, and people are need to claim their independence around that. Sometimes people just need to be shown the right way, like you've been doing it a certain way and that's not right, and you need to kind of break the chain. But yeah, I'm just aware that when I read this Angel of Friendship card, some of these guys in spirit could start coming in quite a big way. So it could be quite entertaining, but I'll just see. I'm not telling them to go away kind of thing. I'll just go with. So Angel of Friendship, you are surrounded. So this is the collective energy for everyone. This is, if you didn't see the wee shorts, when I pulled the wee shorts earlier, I said, right, what do we need to know about what's going to come up later? And these are what came out. And like I said, that did come out. That was what I put on the thumbnail for the other one. And I bet before I read this, I feel it is about friends in the spirit world, not happy about the way, not happy with some of the friends that you've got in the actual world, basically. Now you can decide whether you are the you that I'm talking to. In fact, let's shuffle these and see who am I talking to, because they might chuck out divine masculine or they might chuck out divine feminine. So whose friends in particular, like who is the recipient of the friends in spirit? Like who is it that this message is primarily for? Is it a divine feminine or is it a divine masculine, if you could make it obvious? Past life healing. So again, we don't know if it's for divine feminine, divine masculine. It really doesn't matter. It can resonate with like the words of prophets, and that's what I do. It's just come up here, but prophetess rather. It's not a word I really, use much, but that is what I am. Past life healing, like basically it's like that what's coming through here is there's something that needs to be healed to do with the past. So whether this was the past ages ago, or it's like, as the past can be yesterday, there's something that like is being observed by your loved ones in spirit about, something that just isn't, it's unjust. Because look, I keep going like, this isn't right, like it's not fair. It's like there's something like some kind of people are being isolated, or people are turning on, people that you thought you could trust are turning on you, something like that, leaving you out, something like that. Higher heart opening, compassion. Yeah, clearing your energy blocks. And I feel if this is you that resonates with this, yeah, look, karmic relationship, releasing the past. So again, I'm laughing because it just fits with everything that came through. It's not nice, but it's like, oh, and now it's the song. I like that song. Gonna camp in my sleeping bag. I'm not gonna miss it's number 38 as well. The man who can't be moved. Remember, I asked channeled years ago that I was like, wait a minute, am I the man that can't be moved? But I'm the woman that can't be moved because I'm sitting doing this until it wakes my twin up and helps everybody else. You know what I mean? But I feel it's now they're now flipping it around because it's like I'm just a broken-hearted man. I know it makes no sense, but what else can I do? How can I move on when I'm still in love with you? Because if one day you wake up and find that you're missing me, like what you said, and your heart starts to wonder where on earth I could be, thinking maybe you'll come back to the place that we meet, and you'll see me waiting for you on the corner of the street, because I'm not moving. Well, let's face it, mine probably can fucking. That's Mine probably is just going to fucking find me on here. Do you know what I mean? When you're ready, son, I'll just be fucking sitting on here. Do you know what I mean? You'll need to just fucking give me a heads up to get off. But that's what it is. Anyway, moving back to, but you know what I'm saying. So, karmic relationship, that can be people weaving romantic relationships, but that can be people having, bust ups with family or, not seeing eye to eye with like where you want to go and people holding you back to where you want to go, whatever the big fucking deal is there. Or this could be exes trying to hold you back, or this can be friends, because there's so much. What was it I saw yesterday? It was very specific. It was like the same message that I brought through last week or 2 weeks ago, and it was like something about it was exactly what I'd brought through. I don't even know if it was 2 weeks ago, it was a week ago, but it was like this friend fancies you. So I think it was meant to be aimed at a male, and it was like a female friend that fancies you. But again, it's like I've had separate ones where it's like, there's a male around a female that that likes you and you don't know you've got a match. So but it's just really interesting. It's specifically like people. So like you might be sort of like, for instance, I've not got guy, but you know what I mean. It's not like I know men that I would consider friends, but they'd probably mostly be I'll say online, but you know what I mean. It's like more in the online space, and then if I'm fucking out a bit, I'll see somebody away at school. But I don't know, it's I'm not really a good example of that. But there's other people that you just seem to have fucking shitloads of friends, and I've always wondered with people that have got a million friends, like there's no way all of them are genuine friends, like 100%. And I've learned that from personal experience too. When I had about a million best pals, and definitely not all of them were being a good friend. But it's kind of like there's something around clearing energy blocks and releasing the past to karmic people, because it says release in the past. And look, shift or be shifted, spiritual lightning. And it's people you're meant to be moving away from. Shaft or be shifted, shaft or be shafted. And although that's a funny thing we say, think about it, you've just been shafted. I mean, I think that means shafted as well. But I'm taking it. Anyway, moving on. I'm taking it to mean like, not in it like it's like, somebody's fucked you over. Like somebody's like done a number on you, like something not good here. Rebirth, personal freedom unleashed. But whatever it is, something bad that happens to you, it frees you up. So it could be like a situation where a karmic person just fucks up so royally that you're like, nah, see you later. I'm fucking done. And like I've said before, like that's tower moments. Like when that happens, when somebody does something like so bad that you're like, nah, I'm sorry, I can't forgive that. Like, there's just no need. Do you know what I mean? Like, what even was the point in that? Like, I think it does take these things to happen. It's just flashed up something about an X on the telly when I said that. Anyway, let's see what this says. You're surrounded by friendships that enhance your life and bring you joy, but are you though? That's the question. Are you? You might be, you might not. Let's see. You've drawn this card because you've concerned about your friendships. There we go. Karmic relationship. This is makes sense. You may have an issue with a friend which is upsetting you. Your angel of friendship is here to help you understand why you and your friend are in conflict. You and your friend could be your twin flame, by the way, which would be being in conflict with yourself. Sometimes you come to a crossroad and your vibration changes. There's no shade on that. I think we've all had moments where we could be in conflict with ourselves. Sometimes you come to a crossroad and your vibration changes. And again, that's what's happening to divine masculine energies, especially your vibrations changes. You no longer want to be around people that are full of shit, basically, or not being the nicest, or you can feel something's not quite right. They've not got your back. During this time, you may feel that you don't resonate with friends you have, causing you to rethink or change these friendships and sometimes decide whether you want to persist with them. And that's what I felt really beautiful about the wisdom that was coming through from, like I said, previous players in spirit, you know, like people that have passed too soon, the feeling that I was getting from them is that I thought I had time, and you know, I don't want to really go there because it's going to make me cry again. Like you said, it's not like I had, you know, it's not like I knew some of the guys that are connecting with me, but I don't need to know somebody personally. Like things like that, I'm very sensitive. My clairsentience is very strong, and you know, I tap into. I mean, could you see it if you watch the video that I filmed yesterday? I was feeling the romantic love that was coming, the repressed romantic love that was coming through from one of them for who it was for. And it was like really, like it was giving me chills now. It was like really strong, which is why I'm saying, like, for all we know, like that, you know, he could have been a twin flame because it fucking felt like it when I was saying it, but it was just very strong emotion. And they were basically saying, yeah, you know, looking back, I wish I hadn't let like my pals convinced me that that wasn't right for me, because some of them are saying it was jealousy. Like they wanted them for themselves, or they were just jealous that they didn't have what you had, and they've steered you towards somebody that was not going to be as successful as the other person. And it's just sad that you think, well, but why would your friends do that? And then people can make you think like, oh, you're being paranoid, or, you know, be wary of people that are like, oh, you're always saying that about people, or, you know what I mean? It's kind of like they're probably one of the ones that's trying to make you think you're crazy. Um, your angel of friendship is not here to take sides. She offers assistance and guidance about the situation. If the friendship is meant to continue, your angel of friendship will offer ways to mend the problems. And that's what I'm saying. As much as I can dig into the shade here, and definitely, like, you know, if people want me to comment on it, I will. Which is why sometimes I'm like, well, do you want me to comment on it? But I end up saying on here, well, you wouldn't be commenting if you did. You know, you're basically asking for me to comment on it if you're commenting, especially because there's not a lot of people that talk on here. but it's usually I'll still ask, and even in a personal session, like, are you okay if I sort of give, you know, what's coming through about that? Because although it might seem like it's my opinion, I'm channeling the energy, and it can be really quite intense when it comes through. And then it can be like your opinions of loved ones in spirit or guides, um and some of these are quite personal because I can feel like some of the guys that were talking to me through that, you know, I'm not feeling them as strongly as what I was yesterday, but you know, they were definitely when I was making a coffee, that I could feel a couple around me. But some of these messages could really be quite personal for some of you out there. Like you could, and I really do feel, what was it that I felt, you know, oh, that was it. When I went for my coffee, I feel that song, The Gambler. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away. Na 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 na. Now, because I feel that song's significant for some reason. Now, I know it's one that can come on at parties and that, but it feels like it's like it was one of the guys I'm tuning in. It was like a song that they particularly liked, or it's a song that one of yous particularly like, or it could be quite literally somebody's a gambler, whether you've got a gambling problem or you're being guided to take a risk. I wrote this in the comments too, but it was just because I'd asked one of them for like sort of confirmation. Like I'd asked them to send me a song, and that was the only one that stood, like that was the one that was on, and I thought, well, that's quite funny because that is like one that comes on at parties and that. So again, I'll just trust that that might be some sort of extra confirmation. Like I feel it'd be really strong though. Don't reach with it. I feel you would know, like, oh my god, that is one that such and such loved, or that's my favorite, and he would have known that or something. Right, so if the relationship is meant to end, your angel of friendship will assist you to take the best way for both of you and your friend to part as amicably as possible. Seeing both sides of an issue can help you understand why you're suffering. Sometimes there's no right or wrong reason for the friendship to end. It can be because you've grown apart spiritually or no longer resonate with the other person's energy. And again, this could be about love too. This could be people parting with their karmic partners. Because that's the thing, a lot of people don't know how to break up with somebody because they just don't, you know, you don't like hurting people. And that is understandable, but you can't stay in something just because of that. And some people do. This doesn't mean that he or she's a bad person. It just means that you're making way for new like-minded souls in your life. And then, of course, there's other situations where somebody really is being, you know, a bad. I don't like saying a bad person, but yeah, some people that are being a bad. They're not treating you right. And maybe many people around them, and you know, you need to get out because it's, yeah, you don't want to be mistreated anymore. I just heard. If you are feeling lonely and wish to develop new friendships, somebody might have an alcohol problem as well, because Amy Winehouse has just come on, Valerie. If you, somebody's name might be Valerie or something. If you're feeling lonely or wish to develop new friendships, call on the angel of friendship to help you attract new friends into your life. It is important to ask your angel to bring you friends who are like-minded with similar interests, hopes, and dreams to your own. And then you were talking about friendships there. By the way, have I put people in a trance? Nobody spoke for a while. Are you still there? Is there anyone alive out there? Not you guys. You guys are in the spirit world. I'm not talking to you. Is there anyone alive out there? But you might need to start talking to me if none of these live folk are talking. Be specific what type of friendship you want in your life and leave the rest of your angel of friendship. Leave the rest to your angel of friendship. I surrender and release any issues I have with my friends in my life. I follow the guidance of my angel of friendship to assist me in finding friends who resonate on the same vibration as myself. I happily accept lasting friendships in my life. And it's on page 33, which is always my sign about divine masculine. So there's the confirmation. It was for the divine masculines primarily. So the one, I'm going to read one. You're guided and protected by the light. You're protected by the light, Caroline. Good. Thank you, Nathan, for confirming. I just wanted to check. Rejoice in this insight. You have drawn this card because your angel of... Oh, by the way, did anyone watch the 90-minute healing that I done the other day? Because I'd be interested how people experienced that, because that was quite intense. I kind of don't remember what it was about now, but yeah, I'd just be interested, like, if somebody stayed awake or if they fell asleep, or, you know, so if people don't tell me on that, like, you know, anybody that watched it, and don't worry if you didn't, like, but just let me know when you do, because I'd be intrigued. I had to leave for a while, some real life shit going on. I'm sorry, I'm not. No, don't be sorry, Nathan. No, I was just checking, like, if people were here. You've drawn this card, and sorry to hear that. Praying for you with whatever that is going on. So if you're open to the prayers, I'm holding that energy, especially because I'm reading the Angel of White Light. You've drawn this card because your angel of white light, who's your protector, wants you to know that she is by your side. This is a gentle reminder that you need to call on the spiritual being to activate the white light from the guide and to protect you. I feel this is about divine feminines protecting divine masculines in the spiritual. And because, you know, divine masculines protect the feminines in the physical. And again, you might not exactly know how that is, and you might not even feel like it, but trust me, they are. Like, there's situations where you know, that all sort of makes sense. You are a spiritual being living an earthly experience. As a result, it's easy to forget the importance of drawing on the light to illuminate and guide you along your path. On a daily basis, you can be caught up in your earthly life and stresses. It is easy to forget how important it is to expand the light around yourself. By doing this, your connection to the spirit realm is enhanced and strengthened. If there are times when you feel you're alone, oh my God, see, there's a lot about feeling alone. There's a lot of people feeling alone. This feels like spiritual awakening stuff. And that's what I mean about you can have a lot of people around you and still feel very alone. And I feel this is particularly for people that are maybe quite extrovert or social, and you just feel really alone. You just feel like nobody gets you. With reconnecting your higher self and to those in the spirit realm. If you ever feel unsafe, in danger, lost, or alone, remember that your angel of white light is only a thought away, providing a protective shield illumination that surrounds you, protects you from any negativity, danger, stress, unpleasantness that you may encounter. Right. So I actually said that before I read that about, you know, there are people that are bad people. It's not the best words it's not the best wording, but and you know, I'd just like to buffer that by never mind calling on the white light. And I would also say, you know, call on your power animal. But in some cases, you may need to call the police. Let's get real. Like, sorry, like, you know, I keep it practical too. Like, depending on some of the situations that people are in, you might need to call a healer, get a therapist, call the police, you know, or I don't know, again, because I've got my own opinions on how useful that would be. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be relying on the white light. Like, you know, praying can solve a lot, but we need to be practical here. I don't know what, use your discernment. I don't know what kind of situations some folk are out there. I'm completely protected and at peace. I acknowledge my angel of white light surrounding me and guiding me from above throughout my journey. So I'm just definitely putting out that energy there, that anybody that is in serious situations where it's time is of the essence and you're not in safe situations or friendly or, you know, that you find the energy to detox from them, because they pulled me to detox. Right, 32. I just popped off briefly too. Were you calling us back in? No, I was just sort of asking who was around, because I did kind of feel like I might sort of start to head about 11, but I might go before that if I think it'll be about 11, probably 11 or something, and then I'll go and watch Love Island. I'm quite hungry again. The first one's always shite though. Like, timing is everything. The universe is working behind the scenes to align the steps needed to allow desires to become reality. You have received this card because the angel of divine timing wants you to know that the timing is right for your desire to come to fruition. Your angel of divine timing understands how you've been patient. Oh my God, and I was singing patience. No more running with your friend. Done picking up the pieces of my soul from out the floor. I said I would die for you, baby. What's this? But I can't take this pain no more. That sounds like a karmic energy breakup. I thought I was willing, but tonight I saved my life when I showed you the door. I don't want to lose you, but I can't play this game no more. Yeah, that's a karmic relationship. That's a karmic relationship. Yeah, that's toxic. Where did we get to? Funny how they pulled my eyes up to what I need to see. Your angel of divine timing understands how you have been patiently awaiting the good news that's coming your way. Look how I just said that. That's not even the angel of good news. This is the angel of divine timing. So there is good news coming somebody's way. They pull your eyes up to what you need to see. Somebody's eyes are being opened to what they need to see. Oh, Wolf, wait a minute. Wolf, dude, this is the one you weren't. This is still Nathan's support, but I tried signing into my Nathan Sipley account on my. That's the one you weren't able to comment from before. I wonder why it's letting you now. How weird is that? Because I was about to be like, oh, what's your name again? Then I realised it's you. I'm currently binge watching Grey's Anatomy from the beginning as I'd never watched it. Do you know what, Charlotte? I don't know if I've ever watched that. That's got brilliant music on it though. I do know that much. I know that the songs that were always on that were good. Like, you know what I mean? I just knew because like I don't know, before the days of Spotify, it must have been like saying it was from Grey's Anatomy, but I don't think I've ever watched an episode of that. I've probably caught bits of it somewhere, but I can't even really tell you. Let me know if it's any good. I really want to watch New Girl, but when I looked it up on Prime, you have to pay for it. I didn't really see how much it was. I think maybe it wasn't too much, so I might just get it. Maybe it was like $3.99 or something, but that would all add up if you were getting. Maybe it would. Maybe mind you, if there was only like 6 or 7 series, I think I might just do it. By the way, I think is it free on Netflix? You've got Netflix, eh? Maybe I'm meant. I just don't want to get Netflix because there's a lot of toxic shit on it, but. I want to watch. I want to watch New Girl because they keep showing me clips, and I never saw the rest of them. Right, so this card is a gentle reminder not to give up hope. Your angel of divine timing has been working behind the scenes, ensuring that all the pieces of the puzzle, and that said something about a puzzle, will fall into place, and as a result, in your desired outcome. We live in a society where everyone's always in a hurry and things are expected to happen instantaneously. It's hard to be patient and you can become disappointed by your lot in life when things don't work out the way you'd like. In spirit world, there are no clock schedules defining when things are expected to happen. There is a saying, be careful what you wish for, you just might get. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, because you just might get it. If that's not a saying, that's a song. If the timing isn't right, you won't receive the positive outcome you're hoping for. Your angel of divine timing is ensuring that you receive the outcome that is best for your highest good. Don't worry about how it'll happen. Know in your heart that your angel of divine timing will ensure that it does happen. The most important thing is not to doubt the power of your angel of divine timing. When you add doubt to the equation, you will sabotage all of your hard work. You and your angel of divine timing have applied to achieve your desired outcome. Have fun, that all is well, and be patient. I feel that specifically for divine masculines, you know, because, and really anyone though, but it just kind of feels like that because it's like, you know, when you let doubt and fear creep in, you'll just sabotage all the hard work. You know, so it's something about trusting the timing or something, because it fits in with what I said to Lexi. I've total faith and belief that my angel of divine timing is working to help me achieve my desired outcome. Everything happens with divine timing. Lovely. We love it. I'm enjoying it. Good, right? Yeah. It's like, what is it? It's like romance and stuff, isn't it? It's like doctors and romance and shit like that. We have I can see here that we have an Annie move here a minute. The bra's falling down. It's like, this bra is just fucking horrendous, man. And this is one of the fancier ones. They just don't suit me. They just don't. Well, no, it suits me. It doesn't fit, so therefore it probably doesn't suit me either. But I mean, I need to go and get a bra fitting. Right, let's just let's I'm not getting into talking about bras again. I don't know how the fuck that always happens. Let's pull one of these cards because these are quite funny. Let's get some collective energy and then I think I'll just get off because yeah. Because I forgot I had that I've got a clarity call tomorrow. Well what do I call it now? An empowerment Zoom. And I'm actually really quite hungry. And oh, but remember, hungry, when I say I'm hungry, that's usually picking up on the sexual energy. And there is a card in this that's, well, there's a few cards that are like that. So Patrick Dempsey's character is referred to as McDreamy, plenty of romance and entanglements. Oh, I like Patrick Dempsey. That's in the Maid of Honor. That's one of my favourites. I bet you said that for a reason. So because that's led us to Maid of Honor, well, it could be shit about weddings again, but it's like, it's um so they're just saying things to me and I'm like, I'm not saying that. It's like, yeah, that's a good example of somebody like pushing down their feelings and then realizing right at the last minute their strong feelings, basically, in a nutshell. Right, so can you tell us what the strongest message is from a collective of divine masculines that are not just thinking about doing something, they're about to do something? And when I say about to, I mean that could really be any time anyway, but the ones that are closest to making a move. Let's see if they play ball and give me one that's going to tell us. What? Walking down Portobello? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, what is this? That just flashed up on the telly and that's like so weird. What is this song? Weird. I know there's a place like that in London too, but my ring just got caught in the fan. Oh my god, I would say it is one of those kind of, oh look. What's that all about? The look. Mine. I want to take the honouring path towards you, so I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. I'm coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I'm ready for our new beginning. Is that not just amazing with what I asked? So that's the ones that are ready to do something about it. Somebody's getting in touch. Expectation. I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know you have lost a lot of expectation from me. You have a lot of expectation from me, and I'm trying to stand for that. But at times I feel so far away from that, I'm afraid to let you down or disappoint you. Again, that card annoys me because I feel, look, insecure's behind it. I feel like that's like divine masculines that are expecting that, you know, that are assuming that. But again, I know there is a level of it's like, yeah, there are certain expectations, like, you know, you can't just fucking turn up and like treat a divine feminine like you would treat all the other fucking rotten fruit. But analogies, guys, analogies. But you know, that with going with the analogy of divine feminines won't put up with the crap, but basically that's what it is. Divine feminines won't put up with the crap that a karmic woman would, or a karmic man. Like, you know, they would just allow like somebody to take the fucking piss out of them. Whereas divine feminines, even divine ones, if you're having an off day or somebody catches you, you know, you could, yeah, definitely if it's your twin, you could, you know, you like I said before, you know, keep on looking because the cookies stay in the jar. But if everyone's being honest, you know, if you're in a moment of weakness, you know, it's, I think you could be caught out there. You know what I mean? It's a possibility, even if it hasn't happened. So you've got to be, yeah, you've just got to be watching your boundaries and stuff and just making sure that, like, yeah, protected. You've got to protect yourself. I will always protect you, my love, even and that's what's this? These cards are fucking banner. I will always protect you, my love, even when we are together. Even what? Even we are together or not at this time. Doesn't make any sense. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross. Okay. Message of love. There we go. I could feel it. I'm thinking of you, my love, even though you think I'm not. I miss you every day and night. I'm curious to know what you've been doing, how your day go by without me. Sometimes we'll ignore the word. Sometimes I wonder, do you even think of me? I'm feeling urge. Oh my God, it's this one. I'm feeling urge to reach out to you, my love, and I will, I promise. I am feeling urge. Are you feeling urge? Because I'm feeling urge. Daydream. I often fantasize about you. I daydream about you every day. I can't get you off my mind all day, every day. I always wonder, that's like that song. All I think about is you. I always wonder what you're doing and how you're feeling about me. Meet me in your dreams tonight so we can start making our future together reality. I want to build a strong, solid foundation. Well, some of us would meet you in our dreams if we could get to fucking sleep. Do you know what I mean? Message you loves on the bottom as well. Oh, right. So, what else does this masculine want to say? The strongest collective. Not just thinking about. Tell us what some are about to do, and then I'll get some emails being like, "Oh my God, that's actually what happened." Right? Someone's about to say sorry. I miss you, and I hope that you can forgive me all the things that I've done. I know that I hurt you very badly in my words and actions, and I'm truly very sorry. It was all because of my own insecurity and fear. That just came out in other cards. Also, that came out. There was just a whole theme about somebody hurting you with something they said came out on the twin flame therapy that I'd done before I came on here. What is something else? So there's a message of love coming, there's an apology. What else is actually about to happen in the physical to at least somebody watching this? I told you I'm feeling that energy. I desire you. You're so sexy and hot. My body is on fire for you. Imagine that guy said that to you. You'd be like, oh, hello. Yes. Let me message you. So there you go. Somebody could be sending you texting you. That's your business. Don't be letting us know the details of that. Right, anyway, so I'm just bantering, but maybe I'm not. With the sexual energy that's going on, maybe that's not a joke, but give us another one. that could be the message. Right. I'm realizing I know I've blocked our union and I know I'm really blocking myself. Right, I'm just putting on funny voices now. I need you. Your love and powerful light guides me home. Thank you for sending it to me. I do feel it and I need it more than ever. You give me hope that I can be happy again. And that's kind of, breaking away from all the banter and the funny shit. But it's like that, I can feel that energy too. Like that's the real sort of tender inner child healing that's going on right now, people that are retreating. So there's a bit of a mixture of, there's folk that are ready. It's just the same thing, guys. It's the same what comes through all the time. There's some that are bursting at the seams to express themselves. A lot of sexual energy along with expressing feelings. And there's nothing wrong with both. There's also nothing wrong with people that are just, well, I don't know, it's debatable. But I was going to say there's also nothing wrong with women. It is just sex, but it's because it's specifically the twin flame journey we're talking about here. That's not wise at all, unless you've just met them or something and and enjoy it. But it's but it's not it's not long lasting. You'll have a good run of it and then it'll all go fucking weird as fuck for God knows how long. Right, so I'm jealous. I get so jealous when I think about you with other people. It makes me angry because it's my fault you're spending time with them and not me. I feel like a total dick. It actually says fool, but oh damn it, I was going to say that one. So me asking that is because I'm feeling that. Look, I wonder. I want to tell you how I feel. I wonder what you would do if I turned up at your door. Expect me. If that happens, you better fucking let me know, people. And then I'll be like, look, it did happen to somebody, right? I'm still healing. When I pull away from you, I'm afraid of being hurt. It's nothing you're doing wrong. Please don't take it personally. You're doing everything right. So there's a lot of cards there. So let's take which one feel like might be for you. Let's just pick up some of these. Where's a feminine at? The strongest collective of feminines are being guided to ground, shield, and protect your energy. And I feel that is because there are imminent conversations, imminent unions, imminent reunions. Yeah, protect your energy. the masculine to go with that feminine, and then I'll do 2 more of these. I like the way you kiss me, I can tell you miss me. That just popped up on the telly. Processing karmic debris, so the feminine energy is working through some karmic lessons. The masculine is I am enough, letting go of expectations. There's a lot about expectations. I feel there's a lot going on in the collective about people worrying about what's expected. Have I done enough? All this kind of stuff. And then there's things about like divine feminists having to let go of expectations. Like, just don't try to control things. I think both people are being taught not to control things. Like, you just have to roll the dice, take a gamble, and see what happens. That's what it feels like the message is. But also see there's a butterfly chained to this thing here. And I always feel like that's like somebody that could still be trapped in some kind of codependent, family dynamic or friendship group or with a romantic partnership or even like a situationship. Hopefully not the crazy bastards that I've been getting examples of in films that I've been getting led to. But it's like, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think it is such a good thing that people casually sleep with each other, because you end up, you never know who you're linking, linking your energy with. So there's another group of twins that the divine feminine sitting in beautiful divine feminine energy, whether you are a woman or a man, and that is helping your masculine twin release their lower self, which is really just a polite way of saying they're being guided to release the toxicity, whatever that might be in their life, whether it was a habit they had or definitely a gambling for someone, because Be Gamble Aware just popped up. Or just, it doesn't need to be literal gambling, but because I heard The Gambler today, it is for at least somebody watching or a few people. But and remember, I'm really good at helping people with that. I've helped people with that in sessions. Like, so if that is like taking a hold on your life, definitely reach out and help, because I'm not gonna, if you don't want me to even talk about it anonymously, I won't. Like, so I do respect people's privacy. So but I'd rather just people actually, know, like educate people that there are people out here that can help you with things that you might think you're doomed with. Gambling addiction, sex addiction, keep going back to toxic ex, it's all addictions. Like, I can help people with stuff like that, but you actually have to want to stop doing it. Unless you've got a desire to stop doing it, you'll not stop doing it. But some people think, oh, I want to, but I can't. But actually, there are ways that you can. But unless you actually go to get the help, or at least try, it will keep a hold of you. But you're not doing anything about it. Somebody needed that. Somebody needed that coming through. Right, what's one more group of twins then? Blossoming. So a feminine is at one with yourself, blossoming yourself, which is encouraging a masculine to have breakthroughs, processing karmic crap. And yeah, and they're telling them, I just changed the words, and it's encouraging this masculine to drop the mask, remembering who they are and telling themselves that they can do it. Somebody's birthday could be the 2nd of February, because I got drawn the 2 on there as well. And I'm totally singing that gambler song now. I can't get it in my head. I don't particularly like it either. But I think the biggest part of that is you got to know when to walk away, know when to take, I think that's the main message here. I might put that in the title, like for the song. I don't know, it depends what I think this has been about. What's another message here? Forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. That feels like it fits like what I published earlier and what's been coming out the last few weeks or months or years. But it's like the pain of the past is, there's an opportunity for things to be forgiven and let go of when you're brave enough to take the risk and the gamble. There you go. to face it. Yeah, burning. Fucking it. What the hell is this? Burning desire. Flames of passion ignite. In case we need that for a thumbnail. Thumbnail. My words went funny there. Love language. Gift giving. Tokens of reciprocity hold cherished memories. So there could be some kind of gift coming towards you. And like I've said before, it could be the gift of actually somebody blessing you with their presence. unexpectedly too by some of these cards. Open your heart. Oh, I'm not singing. This is where I always want to sing Madonna, but I can't be arsed. Open your heart to me. I'm in a secret relationship. The advert just popped up on the telly. So I think that could be some things that could be coming out here, that somebody was in something that you didn't know about or something. Or you're the secret relationship, something like that. Or the relationship might be a bit strong. It's like you're the secret that's coming, like actually I do like that person. I've been making out like they're crazy, but actually I'm in love with them. You know, love is the highest energy of all, let it in. And I was just afraid of letting it in. Psychic connection, your communication goes beyond mere words. Yeah, and actually I telepathically talk to them every day, and sorry, I just spoke shit to that group of people. Forgive me, baby. Rekindle. I know it's coming out again. An old flame returns. Yeah, so an old flame is returning here for at least some of us. Healthy space and room to breathe. After healthy space and room to breathe, and I think you're going to be needing a fucking holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. And a few more. Life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go. This and Jen, it's because like this group of masculines have like weighed up the pros and cons, a bit like that episode of Friends. Oh fuck me hell, it might be a bit like that episode of Friends. I think I'm being told about somebody that was stuck between two worlds, because I pulled that card in the one before I done this. Like somebody couldn't decide between two people, and for different reasons, it'll be different for different people. Their old life and their new life. Somebody's singing in the street. But again, I think someone's going to be coming honest. Someone's going to be coming forward and being honest if this is for you. So expect a heart-to-heart conversation and honest communication about that, because it's not for everyone, but it's definitely coming in. But somebody, whether there was other people involved here or not, somebody's fallen in love with the divine feminine, whoever's watching this. Sudden feelings that this is the one. Yeah, that all flowed. So that's basically somebody's thought process. Is like, I think it was a case of somebody was being more practical, logical, and analytical, and it was kind of pushed by others around them. Whereas now, if this is you, you've actually pulled apart what other people want for you and what it is that your heart wants, to be cheesy, but that's what they're saying. And it's like that's the conclusion that this masculine has come to, is that I just feel like I'm tapping into people that have never felt this way before, and it's like it's scaring the shit out of them, but it's also amazing them. So this is definitely somebody that's come out of the dark part of it. I've committed to what's this all about? So this must be past energy. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. So I think with what I was just saying there, although some divine masters could still be in that, they'll come out of it basically when they're ready. But that was in the past. Somebody committed to somebody else because they didn't challenge them. That's what I just said. So although it's not great, and if you don't want to be on the receiving end of that, it's like it wasn't because it was true love or anything. It's like somebody committed to somebody for really quite shitty reasons that you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of, basically, personally. I'm resisting my desire. Oh, there we go. There's a theme here. I'm resisting my desire for you because it's too late now. We've grown apart and you moved on. And I think that might be what some karmic energies around this masculine are telling them. It's too late, mate. You fucked it. Illusions on the telly, though, the song called Illusion, like they're casting a spell and illusion, making this masculine feel like it's too late. So if you're this masculine, that's why I'm sitting here telling all the masculines this resonates with, that's bullshit. And you've got to see through the illusion. I'm trying to move on, but the thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. I think they're telling you the story. This masculine's trying to do that, and they keep getting pulled back. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there, and that's how they know that this is real. I feel like I abandoned you when we broke up. I want to reconcile. So you might have been in a relationship or in a situationship or something, some kind of something that this person's missing your energy, realizing that your energy is their energy and that you're the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. I know now it's true. I love these cards because they just flow with when I'm talking. So yeah, somebody has worked out that you're the love of their, but look at the journey someone's went on to get there. And that's when you understand the twin flame journey, it's not like I said this to I say it on here all the time, I'll say it to friends if I'm ever talking about shit like this. or particularly if someone doesn't really get it, but I wouldn't tend to get in conversations like that much because there's no fucking point when somebody doesn't understand. It isn't a normal situation. The twin flames aren't everyone. And it's like I've said before, like some of the situations that I can feel have went on. Anyway, I don't really know how to put in that word, but what I'm basically saying is like there's if I wasn't a twin flame, there's no way I would even entertain the terms like third party and everything like that. And you know, if ever I have been put yeah, if I basically I wouldn't knowingly be in a third party personally, you know. So if other people are all right with doing that, in fact, but I believe in karma and I wouldn't knowingly do that, because it's not worth it. I mean, for fuck's sake, I held myself back saying fucking happy birthday to mine. So do you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's whereas let's face it, there's a lot of people out there that they would definitely um until a certain point I might add. For years I didn't say happy birthday because I didn't want to be disrespectful because I know what we are. And there's fuck it, I'm saying happy birthday. I want to say happy birthday. But it was when I kind of sensed like, oh, I wasn't sure whether he was, I still don't actually know whether he was or if he was. My life has been empty without you. I tried to distract myself by going out with my friends. You brought out the best in me and I came alive in your presence. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. I kept a facade to the world, but you always saw past that into my soul. There's still hope for us if you can take me back. Can you forgive and forget? Don't like the wording of it, but we get the gist. Forgive and forget. Divine Feminist can forgive and forget, man. For some reason, that's a bit nippy, the wording. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. They used to light up my world. Right, I'm going to end it here because this bra's really uncomfy and I want to go and watch Love Island. Oh, and it is 11. See, I told you. I don't like saying I told you so, but I did think it was going to be 11 that I came off. So thank you for joining me, people. And I hope that this has been of some kind of help and I at least know that it did help Lexi because she'd needed a wee pick me up. And then thank you, Lexi, as well for buying that there as well. And yeah, and it will before you know it, I mean it's crazy how fast that came around. So I might do another live stream on Thursday because that is the actual new moon. But if I don't, then it's just because that's a really intense new moon for me. So I'm really going to have to tune in to how I'm feeling. And just basically in general, while the sun is going through my house of death and rebirth, I think I need to be a wee bit more mindful of that and I can brace you with more of my presence when it's into my learning and teaching house and definitely when it's in my 10th house. But lovely to see you this evening. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you too. I'm sending lots of love all your way and yeah, and I'll see you the next time I'm live. And yeah, I'm definitely keeping the people in my prayers because I can feel there's quite a lot of hectic stuff going on out there. So I don't need to know exactly what everyone's going through. Just I am, yeah, I'm praying for the highest outcome of all for everyone involved. But yeah, do what's right for you, and definitely when it comes to oh wait a minute, why are they when they make me go into a big speech? I feel like I need to use. Let's. I like to end the. I like using Gordon's cards actually. I feel like I need to sort of bring the energy back down a little bit. What do you want to? What's a good message to leave this on? I feel it, yeah, like I feel a lot of the messages that came through were from, like I said, the men that came through. I think they like being called men because it's like, a lot of them would have been boys and now they're men, but it's like it will 30, by the way, I've did that card's got a 37 on it. So there could be one of these guys in particular, Spirit could, if they were alive, they would have been 37 now. Yeah, so I don't know, but I think one of them's telling me that. To overcome, you first have to climb. But I feel like that's somebody that's like about to like step into a new beginning. So 37. To overcome, you first have to climb. Basically, what I was saying is that was interesting, the messages that came through last night. So I feel that's, yeah, like you might want to listen to that if you feel guided to. Fear is heavy and has been pulling you down, so now is the time to lift your thoughts and lighten your mind by focusing on the good things you've experienced thus far and the bright prospects still to come. The guardian spirits want you to become lighter, and you can do this by overcoming the obstacles that are preventing you from achieving your goals. That is specifically, if you think about all the messages that just came through there, and remember there was a lot of things that the words were just coming out of my mouth, and the card backs it up because it's just God speaking through me. It's the guides, it's the higher selves of the masculines that want to talk. You know, it's bits and bobs, everything, just not demons. And it's kind of like, I feel there's a lot of fear, doubt, and worry that's trying to come into the feminine and the masculine. So just if you're a feminine, regardless of your gender, just make sure that you're being very, very vigilant and discerning of what you're watching. And if it's causing you distress, or it's making you worry, or it's making you think the worst, especially if it's a general reading, just remember it is a general reading. Yes, there is a chance it could be your collective, and it could be scarily accurate details, especially if you're watching me, because I can pick up on that shit. But there's lots of amazing people that can. But like I've said before, watch the people that bring, like for instance, I'm very proud that Lexi, she'd, again, not going into all the details, but she'd just been on something that was, about healing, but then it kind of left her not feeling so great, right? And so it just so happened that I was like, oh, I'm about to go live. And that was like not even a few minutes into it. She was like, I feel, whatever she said, what did she say actually? She said something about feeling calm. Yeah, feels like razor blades are in my throat. I come in and my body feels so calm now watching you. So do you know what I mean? Like that makes it all worth it when I hear people saying things like that, because it really does, it makes me feel happy when I know that when I can make the effort to come on here, that can lift things like that for people. Because there is literal healing in my voice and in my energy and stuff. It's what I'm here to do. But yeah, I really do feel, just be careful. Like I know personally for me, if I'm choosing to watch something to fall asleep to, I'm very, very discerning about what I listen to and who I listen to. And there's some people that are very, very talented tarot readers, but if they're picking up on like the real tea or the dirty laundry or that, I'm not wanting to listen to that, go to sleep to, because you're just going to be like, fuck them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how do you even know that it's your, it might not be your story, do you know what I mean? But you could really get pulled in it. By working on your fears, you can remove dark and fearful thoughts from your mind and light the path ahead of you. Once you see clearly, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Somebody can see clearly. You will realize that success is just around the corner. And I feel this is success is just around the corner with some of these unions. If you can push through the doubt, fear, and worry and what's going to happen next. You only find out what happens next when you go for it. You know what I mean? If you never go for it, you're never going to find out, and you can actually miss opportunities because of that. The light mind rises higher and sees more because it has lost the fear which once caused it to be tied down. And that's what I was saying about the other day. Like, there's, when we talk about like, the higher timeline, the lower timeline, and all this kind of stuff. Really, what it's about is it's just like some people have moved through more of the dense energy than others, and and that's why you still have to have. Well, you don't have to, but I would advise you to have compassion for, definitely your past self that acted the way that you're not really proud of now. And just accept that that's where you were then, and now you know better, you do better. And it's the same with other people that are rolling about in the dirt with like acting like fucking dirt bags and ho-ho-hos and whatever else. I don't know why these are things that are coming out of my mouth, but it's or if if you yourself are like, shit, I think I was that, it's kind of like, just forgive yourself. And yeah, I'm praying, and for your deliverance if you want to be set free uh from acting in a lower way. And like I said, that's why I'm asking. I would be interested what you got from it if you did watch that 90-minute healing, because I'm going to put more ones, longer ones like that on here when I'm guided to, but definitely do ones like that for when I do the membership in a few weeks as well. But that one was definitely directed at, like, I just let it flow through, but it did seem to be like, it was including karmic energies in it too, because like I've said before, we will have literally all been a karmic energy in someone's life too, which is so funny when you say it like that, but it's true. Like, nobody's perfect, and that's, when you can make peace with yourself, that's how you can accept the shadow in other people. Like, that's a healed shadow. It's not a perfect shadow. Your shadow isn't bad. And that's the problem. Like, a lot of you will have been made to feel like shame and guilt and, you know, like just about how you've acted. And it can be like you haven't acted great in a situation, but if you can show love and compassion for why you might have acted a certain way, then you can accept yourself, and that's healing. You know what I mean? We came here to experience this life. We all have different experiences. Right, I'm going to end it with an animal, and then I'm really going to go. See, something just flashed on the telly. You're too sweet for me. So that could literally be somebody's limiting belief. Like maybe somebody's even said to someone, like, you know, um, something, but I feel that's more like that sounds like a divine masculine's limiting belief, that it's like that whole kind of devil and angel thing. But that's why I feel I'm talking very Gemini right now. It's like we've all got these energies in both of us, and twin flames, whatever. I don't know, I'm a bit uncomfortable sometimes with saying whatever one person is capable of, so is the other. I do have a bit of a problem with that with some stories that I've heard with twin flames along the years. Um, I think I would change it to like there's an understanding of where things can come from, but sometimes it could be. It just depends. Like I like to say, I think somebody chose to go right deep dark down into the shadow and do the work and the investigative work and just whatever, like really go right down to the darkness. And actually, so that's the masculine, and then so did the feminine choose to go right down in the darkness, but the pain. So it's like somebody chose to go right into the shadow, and like, how far can I push it in this life? And the feminine chose to be like, how far can I push it with experiencing this pain? And I wonder if we could still come back together and make peace and forgive each other. Yeah, I like how they said that. Might not be everyone's journey, but that's what I'm feeling. But you see, but I can see how if you weren't twin flame, some people would be like, fucking hell, fuck that. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Right, so, and there we go. And that was me channeling my wolf teacher spirit, because the wolf is the teacher, and I pull the wolf. And deer. And do you know what deer is? Deer is unconditional love. And what's the twin flame journey? Boom, drop the mic, unconditional love. Bring a gentle touch. And wait a minute, that's if that was 21, that would be banter. 18, I'm the 18 in the tarot. The 18 is the moon, intuition, it's a mystery. It's also shadow work. It can also be confusion, illusion. But that's a good thing, a good example of I'm not here to create confusion, illusion. I'm here to untangle it. And definitely be unconditional love. I know that that's some of your power animals. And like I said, the wolf is one of my main ones. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And that's with what just came through there. That was my own personal experience and my experience as a twin flame teacher. That I do feel there's some twins that have, you know, you've got your own unique mission. And so you can't really judge others' twin flames journey. You know, it's everyone's got a different journey. And definitely people that aren't on the twin flame journey, you could never in a million years possibly even understand. But I do respect when people do try to. Like I've got friends in my life that they do just get it. And think about it, that's a lot. Like think about your pal fucking hanging about waiting on somebody like for like 14 years. Like, holy fuck, man. Like, you know. I like the way you kiss me. A song just came on called that. I do think that's mine saying that to me. I'm just going to be honest. Only because we used to argue about who's the better kisser, but clearly it's me. Clearly it's me. Right, so I'm going to love you and leave you. And yes, have a lovely night. And I will see you when I'm next meant to see you. I'm going to click end when it reaches 11:11. And remember, we did pull the 11:11 twin flame card, so I kind of like that. Come on, 11:11. I'm waiting. Well, that's quite nice. It's on my back. Oh, there we go. 11:11.